people of the internet. My name is Uturi Chegero, and this is Dialogues Chegero. I am with Mr. Kibe himself.
That's what's up.
You know?
I know.
Man, you're bigger than life.
I mean, you guys, your life must be very small.
Yeah.
If mine is,
yeah.
if I'm bigger than life.
I mean, people hate you, bro.
People hate me?
Yeah.
Like who?
I see it online. People hate
like
you.
who? Like who?
Like, you don't know them?
No, but do you hate me?
No.
Then,
I have a question for you. I don't
you see, you matter. So do you hate me? Let's start there. Do you hate me? Because would we be sitting here?
No.
So who are these people?
These are people that don't like the way you go about life.
Where do I meet them?
No, you don't, actually. You meet them on the interwebs.
Oh, so they're not real people?
They are real people.
But on the ground, where do I meet them? Like, are they here in your office?
No.
In your studio?
No.
In the whole complex outside here?
No.
So where are these people?
These people are on the interwebs.
where do they live? What is you happy? Because I did ride 47. I went to all 45 counties in Kenya.
Man, I followed that thing.
Yeah, and
it was amazing. What made you do it? What was the inspiration behind doing it?
It was looking for inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no inspiration behind it. It was looking for inspiration. So I said, how can I look for inspiration? I need to live. At the time, I was staying in Diani, so for me it was go around to all the counties in Kenya and see what you can do.
Yeah.
So looking for inspiration. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there was no inspiration. Too much.
Too much.
Too much. Ugonje bro niko noma. Outside Nairobi. You know, you've learned Nairobi, you've become so Nairobian that even when you're going to Mombasa, you're using a path that you know. So everything to you is known. You're living in the known world.
Yeah.
Out there, my guy, is a whole different story.
I want us to talk about being a man. I want us to talk about you as a person, growing up. You know, I grew up in the village.
Which village?
25 kilometers from Kisumu town, called Nyakach.
Nyakach.
Next to Nyabondo Plateau.
So what is Kach?
Nyakach. It's called Nyakach.
What is Kach?
Kach. I don't know what Kach is, but I know.
So Nyakach means from Kach?
No. Nyakach is just a name.
It's not
No, Nyanyakach. I think you're referring to Nyanyakach. Or Nyanyakach.
So Kach is not a place?
No.
So Nyakach is a sentence on its own?
It's a sentence on its own.
So Nya is from,
yes.
And Kach is somewhere,
yes.
But this is not it?
No.
Okay, good.
So Nyanyakach means a girl from Nyakach.
Okay, so you have to...
Nyanyakach means a man from Nyakach.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
so I grew up in the village and then decided to come to the city and look for money. And
when was that?
2003.
How old were you?
I was, I think, 20.
So you're a village guy through and through.
Oh yeah, village guy.
These are the villagers I talk about all the time.
Yeah, these are the villages you talk about.
What was so bad about the village that you wanted to come to Nairobi?
Education.
What education?
I mean, tertiary education. I came here to learn along Aga Khan Walk. There was a college there called Nairobi Aviation College, the one that was later became very scandalous.
That one
about selling.
But you could have learned from Kisumu. Why did you have to come all the way?
But there was nothing. There was
no. There have been colleges in Kisumu all through, bro.
There is nothing for.
No. Tell us the truth.
Mass communication.
Tell us the truth. In 2003,
there is nothing.
Just said in 2003 ulishikwa na manyege. Ukaangalia TV uko na light skin ukasema Nairobi Abiro.
No, but light skin wouldn't bring me to Nairobi because
hakuna light skin Kisumu.
No, but you see.
So uko na light skin ukasema my God.
No,
which is the excuse I can use?
There are men.
Acha tumalize kwanza hiyo point yako.
Okay.
Which is the excuse I can use to go to Nairobi? I go learn. What did you come to study?
Mass communication and journalism.
But it's actually in line with what you're doing.
Yeah, and I loved it. You know, after finishing, I did not look for a job. I decided to do production, and that's what I've been doing up to today.
No, all this time through.
Yes.
Have you been behind the mic or behind the camera?
No. But I've just been writing and doing production and directing stuff.
So when did you start this?
3 years ago. Podcasting? 3 years ago.
And so far?
So far, so good.
Why did you start?
I was having a midlife crisis.
Which one? Uliwachwa, ulidinyiwa. I know. Watu ushago lazima mudinyiwe.
No. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo.
Uli nini? Kiateka manani? Ama your best friend from Nairobi.
Where did you grow up?
No, finish that question, then come back to me.
Which one?
What midlife crisis?
Midlife crisis was that, I wanted when I was growing up, and I wanted to be a journalist on TV, like Swale Mdoe, or some of those,
What's the guy on NTV? What's his name? I told you, ule best Linga, Nimrod ule.
Yes, I wanted
very distinguished looking gentleman.
I wanted to be like them.
Okay.
And then I was
it's a Luo.
Yeah, I was not able to go there.
Why?
Because I don't know, you tell me. Media is very political. Media is full of, or maybe I wasn't good enough.
I mean,
yeah.
You tell me. Ulijangalia kwa kamera uko na hii sura watu watakuona.
No.
This is a face for podcasting, not for TV. I mean, you don't look like Nibro Tabu, man. Okay, kwa sports, amoko. But you could have been good on radio.
Yeah. I could have been good on radio.
You could have been very good on radio. Because radio hakuna sura unacheka. Lakini saa kuna.
That's why you are so silly.
Saa unajua kuna radio TV, man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see now.
Yeah.
Now you can prove your skills.
Exactly.
So now looks don't matter anymore.
So when I reached 40, I was feeling like I'd missed something in life. So when I went to somebody and talked with somebody and said, what is it that you really wanted to be in life? Said to me that I wanted to be on TV. And she asked me, what is the closest of being on TV today? And I said, podcasting. And then she said, let's test podcasting. And that's what we started. And now I'm having the time of my life with men like Kibe.
Wishing you could have started earlier.
Yeah.
You remind me of a friend of mine.
Which one? Don't tell me we had a threesome.
No, but it's a serious story.
Really?
This guy, we were in school with him.
Yeah.
In high school. His name is Wallace.
My cousin is called Wallace.
Wallace who?
Wallace Udur.
How old is he?
No, he's younger than you by a lot.
Oh, no, this guy is my age mate.
No, so it was not that.
Wallace, I went to school with him. You guys, you look like you come from the same village.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice fellow.
Yeah.
Fresh guy. Very excited and excitable. But he was not from the village like you.
Yeah.
You see, you are from the village.
He was.
So 20 years stressed you out, you got to 40. Midlife crisis.
Yeah.
And start the podcast. So you're 43 now?
42.
You're 42?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good in maths, right?
No, I'm horrible.
But how did you do that calculation so fast? And where were you born? Tell me about your story.
No, I'm a Nairobi boy. Born and raised in Nairobi.
Tell me a little about it.
Yeah. If I don't remember where I was born, but they tell me I was born in Parklands.
Okay.
Yeah. And the hospital was it Mata or Pumwani? One of those hospitals.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Mpisha even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know Mpisha?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of these local. There were not many hospitals at the time, and we grew up in Ngara. So Ngara, my first 10 years of my life, I spent them growing up in Ngara. Beautiful place, with all the other villagers who came from the village.
What do you remember about when you say it's beautiful? Were you guys playing a lot of soccer? Were there so many girls around?
You're a kid. You're a kid as long as you're not being molested.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of that molestation.
Really?
Of course, in every kid's life that has to exist. Problem is people lie about it. But there's always going to be some molestation somewhere. So apart from that molestation, a kid's life is pretty easy. Yeah, unless now the mom is crazy and the dad is fucking weak. But in my case, there was not much of that. So I consider my upbringing quite uneventful. There's not much to write home about. I always try to stay. Kama saindi kiwa chuo tulikuwa 50 in a class.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa nakaa hapo katikati kabisa hapo 26, 27, 26, 27. I never made a mistake. Nini? Every term hapo 26, 27. I never caused any ripples.
I would expect that you are a man of trouble in your
extremely, yes, but my grades, I never wanted my grades to be an issue. So I kept myself in the middle every time. Every time it was 26, 27. If I fucked up, maybe 28. So when I was leaving class 5, because I played too much in class 5, when I was getting into class 6, I was number 41. So red flag, zika, ding, 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 kila mahali.
41 out of?
Out of 50.
Oh.
So nimetoka 20, nimecross into 30, na sasa niko 40. So my parents had to be notified. And then I was put through some tuition, or is it tuition?
Yeah, the home one.
Yeah, after shule.
Yeah.
When you leave school, sit there and study. And I made another mistake, and I got to number 10. So now the headmaster has heard about this young man from number 41 to number 10.
Okay.
Blunder number 2, motherfucker.
Really?
Yes, because now I'm getting attention. I don't want attention. I don't want the attention of 41 or number 10 because I don't want people to know that I'm sharp. I can retain this information. I don't want them to know anything about me. Just in the middle there. So that's how I lived my life. So that time when the teacher, when I became number 10, I was given a prize by the headmaster.
Yeah.
His name was Mr. Agak, one of the freshest men you'll ever see. Me and him had a relationship and a half.
Oh.
Yeah. Mr. Agak was the best and the worst person you'd ever meet. Anybody from Nairobi Primary, ask them about Mr. Agak, they'll tell you. So now I had to go sit there and sit and receive a prize for best improved.
Oh.
Number 10. Now everybody knows who this Kibuika is.
What were they calling you when you those days? Were they calling you
Andrew?
Kibe?
Andrew. You have to say it in Nairobi speak. Andrew.
Andrew.
Andrew. You have to say that. Andrew.
Did you talk a minute, brother? Why are you kidding?
That's why it's a baby.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How does it progress from here? You are number 42, 41, and then you're now
number 10. Now I'm being given the prize. Now all eyes on me. I don't want this shit.
Okay.
So I go back to what I know, which is number 26, number 27. Number 26, number 27. And that is good enough to sail me through the rest of my years in school.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go to where do you go to high school?
Right next to it is called Nairobi Milimani.
Oh, okay.
So Nairobi Primary, which is a good school. Nairobi Milimani, which is a shit school. They're in the same compound, but they are run by two different people. So Mr. Agak was a very good administrator. So he ran Nairobi Primary like a Mzungu school.
Oh, really?
So we really, really did have like good education. Yeah, best of the best in the country.
How are you guys dating when you were in high school? By the way,
dating. What is that? Like dating girlfriends?
Yes, dating girls. Yes,
like
dating girls.
I mean, those regular fingering and shit, you know, touching the titties. I started late. Because,
you did?
Yes, I did. Because for me, when I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a virgin, to marry when I was a virgin. So for me, my whole thing.
Do you think that would have been good?
My whole thing was I want to remain a virgin till the day I cannot be a virgin anymore, which is in marriage.
Okay.
So I wanted to give myself to my woman. So even touching and thinking about women, I never used to do. And bro, I was not a religious person. So it had nothing to do with religion. It was just me and what I wanted. So I had buddies. My friend, one of my best friends called OJ. OJ couldn't stop fucking. This guy was fucking anything.
Really?
Yeah. So
how is he your best friend, Mr. Kibe?
Because I had the same blood. Only that for me,
yeah,
I decided to keep my power. But I have the same blood. So I maintain until I met the queen of the devils. Jezebel herself. She came and said, I want that nut. You guy.
Really?
You guy had held on for 17 years.
Really?
17 strong years. And you know, I'm in Nairobi. The center of fucking Central in Africa.
Is it?
Bro. Is there any other place in Africa people are having
the name of Nairobi, brother?
Is there any other place in Africa where things happen the way they happen in Nairobi?
I wrote a book called Urban Lovers and Liars. It is based on this city, so I know a little bit about what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I was.
Where did you get this name from? Another neighboring school?
What?
The lady.
No,
Jezebel herself.
At the time, remember, I've not gone to a boarding school, so I'm in a day school. So day school, una interact na watu kila mahali. We used to go katia chiles in campus, tukufanya tease na hao. You know, just to... imagine sasa kijana wa form 3. Amekuwa kikatia mademo campus. Because kumbuka mademo campus wameingia tu. hapo Nairobi University hapo chini. Ndio umeingia mafresha nini unakutana nao, unawastua. Now you practice on them because you know they are not your target market. So when I go back to my target market, bro, mimi ni wembe. They couldn't resist me. Sylvia came for that nut, my guy.
Sylvia. That was her name.
Hey, she came running for that nut. She timed me perfectly. Akapata ile siku yani, hey, akaniokota. So after I stopped being a virgin, because now my power has been taken by the universe, the devil has taken my power.
Yeah,
I decided now, as they say in French, mbaya. Hey. Na kutoka siku hiyo nimekuwa nikidinya madem when you what? When you what? I have never recovered. I'm still healing.
Really?
What? They took my nut, my nigga. You don't see that as something that is traumatic for life. Yeah, for life, my nigga. I'm going to the grave with this bitterness.
I can imagine it, but the way you were saying it gives it another new meaning altogether.
Yes, because they shouldn't have.
You presented
I blame my parents for leaving me open like that. I blame society for leaving me open that demiota and zaniokota. Where is the protection for the boy child, my nigga? Boy child akiwachwa na udem atamdinya. In a good way or in a bad way. But both ways, boy child anadinywa. Where is the protection for the boy child? Mbona utetei boy child wewe?
That's why I brought you to help me with this thing.
Because when
we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there, Mr. Kibe. And we're gonna go there because I think that the boy child. By the way, why are you saying I don't protect boy child?
No, nimeona umeleta some of your guests here are very truly fruity. Hiyo kawa ilikuja kwanza. Hivyo tuendelea hapa hivi na umza isimpatia pombe.
Wanaleta coffee ni pombe.
So you don't drink alcohol?
I do.
So why don't you have alcohol on the set?
I could. Did you bring some?
No, I'm just asking. I mean, you should.
Yeah.
If you come to my podcast, I'll always offer you alcohol.
Really?
All the time.
Oh, you know, when I asked you what you want,
even if you don't drink, I'm still going to offer you and put it next to you.
Oh, really?
As in case, you know.
I like Baileys.
You guys are very conservative in this podcast of yours. You need to open up a bit.
No. I am okay. I think that I am conservative, dude. You took one of my videos. Huyo msichana alikuja akilia. Akasema Kife amechukua video ameanza.
Hebu nionyeshe mgani?
Sijui. You had it on your YouTube, bro.
Which one?
There is a lady that was talking about how she wants to be fucked. I remember you having that video. So can I tell you that story?
Tell me.
How it went?
Tell me. Yeah.
We did that video.
So it was here?
No, it was not here. It was another place. You know? And then I uploaded that video. Ulikuwa huko majuu. Na ile Mercedes yako ya white.
It's not white, it's gray.
It's gray.
Close enough.
Yeah. And the following, so I go to sleep. I wake up to several missed calls from a mutual friend telling me that kumewaka. So he says that Kife has taken the story and is commenting over it.
Very nice. Very nice.
It was having 70,000 already on your channel.
Yes.
Na sisi tulikuwa na like 10 or 5. Wewe ulikuwa
so inachoma hii side nyingine.
Inachoma. Huyo msichana alilia akasema hii kitu inaweza kazi inaenda. So aliniambia nitoe yangu. Nikamwambia lakini ya Kife ndio hiyo inapepea kila mahali. Sasa hata nikitoa hii yangu. And it went viral, bro, because of you. It went completely viral. Do you know how you started that video? Let me show you something.
What did I say? Remind me. I did so many videos.
You did so many videos, thousands of them.
Yeah, I did so many videos.
Ulisema, angalieni udem. Sikiza? Alafu ukafanya hivi kofia. Kusikia na audience.
Shit.
It was crazy, man.
So did she lose her job?
No, I brought down the video. I took it all off my social media, but ilienda kupepea huko kwako. I think by the time your YouTube was being terminated, I think it was at 200,000 or something.
What was she? What was?
She was talking about how she wants to have her sex, mtu akimnyonga, and then doing some other things to her. I don't remember the exact words, but hiyo ndo ilikuuma. Your exact phrase. Akasema niliwaambia hao hawajui chenye wanataka. angalia anataka kufanywa hivi na pia
I remember something like that. I mean, it was not a bad video. It was not a bad video. Yeah, because she had already said it. She had already opened the door. I mean, so this game is once you open the door, don't tell us how we're going to walk in.
You see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's
so don't sit on this podcast and expect that you can take back anything. Whatever you say on this podcast becomes our property, not yours. Our. It doesn't matter how long you leave it up.
But what I've realized, Kibe, is that when somebody is speaking there, sometimes they don't understand the magnitude of what they are saying.
Yes.
They will only know what the magnitude of what they said after this thing has gone up.
Yes. So you have to be. So you play the game if you're going to play. If you're not playing the game, get the fuck out. But don't say something and then go back and retract your statement. Oh, I said this. Fuck you.
You stand by it.
Stand by it. Go down with the ship, my guy. You're the captain of this ship. Go down with it. Stand by what you said. I said this. Yes, I meant it. I don't mean it now, but I meant it then.
That's what is the difference, Kibe?
I mean, I'm not beholden to my own decisions.
Yeah.
I can change my decisions anytime. Nikisema sitawahi kula mzungu mimi sitawahi. Mimi mgoso mimi sitawahi. Alafu niende Mexico. God damn, I said it. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Yeah. So
all right, people of the internet, I hope that you're enjoying this episode very much. And I just had a break to tell you about my new book. Everybody says that there is no job. And that is true. Also, that was me 10 years ago. The problem is that everybody is trying to get a job in their town, in their city, in their marketplace. They ask friends for jobs. Mothers call uncles. Uncles call brothers. But there are no jobs. Let me tell you what no one is telling you. Jobs migrated online. What I actually mean is there are many, many jobs around the world and there is no one to do them except you. I work for Americans myself. I work for Europeans. I work for the Chinese. I work for the Australians. I work for the Canadians. And so, because I have done so much for myself, I said to myself, you know what? I should compile what I've been doing for the last 15 years. So in 2024, I wrote a digital book called Goldmine 18 Hustles for Africans. And then in 2025, AI came. People say AI is taking away our jobs. And for me, I'm going to say false. There are actually AI jobs. Jobs are not being taken by AI, but there are new jobs online that are there because of AI. Now, mimi ni nani? I created more jobs. And for now, in my new book, we have 25 online and offline jobs that you can leverage on if you do not have a job. So in this powerful volume 2, I share 25 new actionable online hustles specifically researched and tailored for Africans. My new book provides clear step-by-step guidance drawing from my extensive experience and research, including the mistakes I've made and lessons I've learned over the 15 years that I have worked online. So what can you do online? You can become an executive assistant for busy folks in Europe, America, Canada, and get paid for tasks like watching videos and taking online surveys. Okay? You can build a lot of things. Build a business as a virtual assistant, start an e-commerce shop without capital, be an affiliate marketer, or you can also become actually an English tutor and tens of AI jobs. If you have a job, that is fine. But I also know that you can buy this book for that brother, for that sister, for that mother, for that cousin, for that husband who is watching Netflix all day at home. Buy it for your friend who is always asking for cash. You know that friend. Now, all the information is on the description below. You can also inbox me, you can WhatsApp me, or go to my website, which is odworjigero.co.ke. And now, back to programming. When you finish high school, where do you go? Do you go and do?
So funny story.
Yeah.
When I finished high school, nobody has ever asked me that. But when I finished high school, I want to find my way. I'm free now. I'm now getting freedom from my parents. I want to get loose. I want to leave my parents. I want to find my own way. I can't wait. I don't know. And this is just hitting me now. It's hitting me now that that's what I wanted to do. I was on fire. I was on fire, bro. I could have done anything. I was thinking business. Now, which business are we going to do? You can do via. Mama aliangalia, akaenda akawhisper kwa Buddha akamwambia, ukijana taharibika. Bro, and that fire that a boy has at that age is a fire that should never be extinguished. Wakanichukua, they bundled me up, wakanipeleka place inaitwa Word of Life.
Word of Life?
Word of Life in Kabete. Just your time to nimeanza kushika. I don't think it'll last even 2 weeks. Tumemaliza form 4, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Where was Sylvia?
Sylvia sashani dinya form 3.
Akakuaja?
I mean, tunadinya na hapa na pale, huku na kule. But it's not, I'm still trying to stay away from sex because remember, I've been moral for 17 years.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to stay away from sex. So even with Sylvia, I'm putting her, Kombali, nimepelekwa Bible school.
Oh yeah?
So niko Bible school sasa Kabete. Boarding. I've never boarded in my life. Mimi mswatao. Waswatao, we don't board. Boarding is for people from shacks. Poor people. Yeah.
People like
people like you guys. Since we don't need to do boarding. Yeah. Sasa tuna shida na fridge kama iko na chakula. We're not running away from anything. So me, napelekwa boarding. Our parents were gonna roho mbaya. I have to wake up at 5 in the morning. I have to go jogging.
Was it a seminary or what?
It's something like that.
Okay.
So it's Bible school, bro. By the Baptist church.
By the Baptist church?
Yeah, so every day uko pale Bible school. 3 months. Uko pale Bible school, lazima urecite verse moja. Every day uko na verse moja. Una recite, kuna to them says, lakini to them tunaishi kwa your side, nyinyi mnaishi side. Hasa mimi nimeingia pale nikajua si wote ni wase wa mahoya. Sasa hata mimi nikaingia nini? Mahoya na hao. Sasa tukakuwa ni wase sasa wa mahoya. I was broken. They broke me. By the time I was living there, you guys, I was a shell.
What does that mean?
It means that it's taking your spirit, trying to make you into something subservient. Maybe that's what was happening with you when you're having a conflict in your life, because you've been so subservient for all these years. Like, fuck this. I don't want this anymore. I want to be free. So now me, when I want to be free, now I'm getting my freedom from my parents. I'm taken to church, and the church does what the church does, which is kinutherize you properly. Church takes you and forms you in their own image. So hizo manyege ulikuwa nazo tuliza. Wecha nyege hapa wewe. Uko nje hapana.
Yeah.
So for 3 months, they break you down every day. Routine is like jail. Break you down, and put this information inside you every day, until there's nothing else but that information.
What did they put inside you? Like, God is the center of the universe?
I mean, it's preaching, studying about God. It's all about God for 3 months. All about God for 3 months. When you have a day off, you go to the streets to evangelize. Jagaro, you tell me, Andrew Kibe, ameshuka kwa basi ya Word of Life pale Uhuru Park, ameshika Bible, unatembea inside Uhuru Park, unatafuta watu utaevangelizea. Good afternoon. Can I tell you about the love of Jesus Christ?
That's what they're teaching you guys to do.
That's what we're doing, bro. On Sundays.
That's why they call you Pastor Kibe.
We are like madmen walking around Uhuru Park looking for people to convert. Mse yuko pale anapiga demo yake finga yuko, excuse me, unajua Mungu hapendi hiyo. It's madness.
Right?
It's madness.
Is this the reason why some people say that you used to be a pastor?
No.
Okay.
Nobody knows that story.
Please tell
So
me.
the pastor story is a whole new story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the pastor story actually involves that man right there. See that man there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the pastor story was, so me and this guy, Daniel, we're buddies, but he's a pastor at the time. I've just converted, I've become a Christian.
Okay.
So we're buddies, and I'm really learning a lot from him. So one day he's having an issue with his pastor in the church. He was going to House of Grace. So I tell him, wait, bro, a church is a church. Anyone can open a church. It's just a business like any other.
Yeah.
Come, let's open it, let's run it.
Oh, really?
Yes. He's here. Yeah. Come, let's open in the church. You be the pastor. Me, I'll put my finances behind it. Let's run it. So I was never a pastor, but I hung out with the pastor.
Yeah.
So I helped him open the church.
You're a venture capitalist for a pastor.
Yes. wait. So every now and then, nikichukua kidogo kuna shida.
Yeah.
Si mimi ndio nimeinvest.
You were never on that altar telling people about what you learned in Kabete?
No, I never mentioned Kabete to anyone. In fact, the only thing that I did in the church was announcements. I used to love that shit.
Oh, really?
I used to love standing on the... you guys, just my moment to shine. Everything before and after the announcements was nonsense. It was me. It was my show.
Oh, really?
Everything before and after didn't matter to me. I was just there to give the announcements. And I had to endure this 3-hour sermon from Pastor Wabala here. And all I wanted to do was give my 15-minute sermonette as I talk about the announcements for the week.
The places where people are going for the
for things,
midweek.
Yeah, who's getting married next, things like those. Things are just normal in church. Who's died, who's got a new kid, what are we celebrating this week? Mnachanga doza nini leo.
Why did you love that much?
Because I could put my own shit inside there. So I could make it my own thing. So for me, it was like practice. Because I've always wanted to do this shit. So this was my audience. So I would stand there and I deliver to my audience. And I would make sure I want to get one laugh from these motherfuckers. One laugh before I leave. I got a laugh, I leave. Just one laugh. I got one laugh, I'm done. I go sit there, you guys like I've nutted, you guys just like, I got a laugh. I'm genius.
Right?
Yep. And simple as that. So I was never a pastor. I probably would have become one if we had continued that way.
These people keep calling you that you are a pastor and saying all these things and you never say anything. You're just quiet, bro.
No, nobody wants to hear the truth. So why would I stand in their way? I mean, you want me to be a pastor? Tuma kakitu. What else are we discussing?
Yeah. When you finish, what do you go to the university or you decide to go to radio? Because
after Bible school? No, radio comes a bit later, bro. Radio is like 20 years after that, bro.
Yeah.
So I go to university in India after that. And I stay 1 year. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Or rather, let me not say I didn't like it. I was not learning anything. So nikarudi, when I came for holiday, nikaambia India sirudi. It makes sense. I will try my luck here. And that's the story of Andrew Kibe. Yeah.
What luck did you try before?
Everything.
Everything?
Bro, I've sold everything. I'm a super salesman. Super salesman. I can sell anything to anyone, anytime, anywhere. If I was to become a conman, I would be the best conman you guys have ever seen. Shida ni, mimi bado, there's something inside me that still keeps me moral. I don't know what the fuck that is.
You started it before 17 years, remember? Before Sylvia. That thing.
It still has a slight hold on me, yes. That I cannot just be a conman. I know I can be a good one. And I've been accused of being one. But I don't have it in me to lie. I hate lying.
You do?
I hate lying.
You've seen it in your videos.
I hate lying, you guys. Even to my own kids.
Yeah.
I can't even stand it. When they lie to me, bro, it's like the worst thing they can ever do to me.
Yeah.
Just lie.
There's a story of marketing that you once told somebody. I remember I saw it in one of the YouTube videos. You were marketing were they printers or what? There is something that you're marketing that you are very good at. Before you got into radio,
we were doing. We had a publishing house.
Yes,
and we did a lot of books for all these pastors of yours.
Yeah,
we did most of the pastors in Nairobi, the big ones. Me and this guy, we did books for them. Yeah, so we did publishing. So hakuna biashara huwezi fanya. Hakuna biashara mtu hawezi fanya. Anybody can do anything. The only one that imelemewa say ni hii ya podcast because inataka charisma kiasi, inataka character. Kama hii yako sasa, no check.
Yeah.
So na inataka mtu anaweza sukuma conversation.
Yeah.
But hizo zingine zote kazi ni kazi.
There are people that usually say Kibe that mimi unajua biashara siwezi. I am born to be
an employee.
Yeah. Is it really true?
100%. The people who are born to be asleep for the rest of their days. 100%. Now, woe unto you if you give that person a business to run. Woe unto you. Kama ile ujinga si ufanya unaenda unachukua biashara unapatia mwanamke. You are stupid. You are mad. But there's something extremely wrong with you as a man. I'm talking about things mimi nishaifanya. Ukitaka biashara yako ipotee, chukua kama mwanaume upatie mwenye unadinya.
Oh yeah?
Yes. That is forget about it.
What's going to happen to it?
There's no business there.
What's going to happen to it?
Kudinyamboch kwa hao yako. Are you married?
Yes.
So if you have a house girl, yes, you start fucking her. Tell me, how much power have you given her?
A lot.
She is now at par, not a lot. She is at par with Mama Nyumba.
Exactly.
Yes. So biashara yako ya marriage imekwisha.
Biashara yako ya marriage imekwisha.
Imekwisha. Because also ulienda ukadinya mboja. So mwenye unadinya ufai kumpatia biashara. Mwenye unadinya ni kazi yako na kumdinya tu.
But you're not giving an explanation as to why this biashara is not going to go forward. Yeah. What is the reason?
You see, biashara, the business is yours. You as a man. And women don't make very good managers. We think they do.
People will think that's very controversial.
I mean, just show me where. Show me where. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. Because the richest women are rich because they are divorced.
Oh my God.
So if they were good managers...
dangerous waters, Mr. Kibe.
No, if they were good... I mean, what are you talking about, bro? do you know what Millicent Omanga can do?
I don't.
Do you know what Karanyamo can do?
No.
But you see them every day?
Yes.
What are they offering? The people who they are...
I see them big cars, but I've always wanted to ask you what they are doing.
So women are not created to manage anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, they're not. And it's unfortunate because many of you guys, especially in this new age, muna push your narrative nikani kitu ukweli. Si ukweli. Mademu fanya zile job repetitive.
Kama gani?
Ya kusongesha kutoka hapa kuweka hapa ama kuchukua simu. Hizo wamependa sana, receptionist wamependa sana mno. Lakini sasa mpatie kazi ya manage wanaume.
But
ulisikia wapi?
But you see now managing wanaume.
Ulisikia wapi?
How about managing the other women?
No, it's impossible. Women cannot manage. They cannot manage human beings. The only people they're in charge of is children.
Really?
And not just children, their own children. Because mtu mwingine wataua.
It's a Kibe matter. You know, this is why these people do. These people are like, what's going on here? Here is your coffee.
Yes, bring the coffee.
Yeah, let's take the coffee.
This masculine man from where are you from? Your coffee house in Enjoy
the coffee. Enjoy the coffee, Mr. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
This is Kibe.
Thank you, my man.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you as you put your sugar. I thought you left sugar, man.
Sugar?
Yeah, I thought you left sugar. You know you are in your...
I don't leave anything. Even my bitches. Hata tukikosana aje. Siku ile nambao naombe. Ala. Na bado umejaa. Bado umejaa. What did you want?
Why do you leave the marketing world and start and be a radio presenter?
It's the same thing. I mean, this is marketing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. If I'm good with words, then I can sell anything, anywhere, anytime. On TV, on radio, on the phone, on podcasts, I can sell anywhere. It's the same thing. It's the same conversation. I'm marketing. Right now I'm selling myself as a marketer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's some people who are thinking, Kibe is a marketer, he can sell anything. And then after this show, they'll come and get into my inbox and say, oh, let's go back to that thing that you were saying.
Which one?
Whatever, you see.
Yeah.
So it's all marketing. So I'm not leaving one to go to the other. It's just a transition. So even when I went into radio, it was a transition from the rooftop. Now let's go into radio.
Yeah.
Now radio makes sense. I stayed in radio for 2 years.
It looks like it was more than 2 years. Why is it that it looks like it was more?
Because I'm a dramatic fellow, man. Yeah, you guys, there was drama. Wherever I go, there's drama, my guy. Hata kutoka Kiss ilikuwa ni drama, kutoka Energy ilikuwa ni drama. Hiyo ndio maisha ya internet. Sijui mbona you catch feelings.
That's really funny statement to say. At the end of my internet.
Juzi nimekutana na YY. Unajua YY the comedian?
Yes.
Yes, I met him the other day. And you know the things I've said about YY.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I met him the other day when I was going to the strip club. And YY was coming from the supermarket looking holier than thou. So
you met him at the strip club?
No, I met him. So where the strip club is right under the supermarket.
What does the strip club need from the supermarket? Condoms?
No. Me, I'm going to the strip club. This guy, I think because he lives in the area, he's buying mafta ya kupika at midnight.
At midnight?
Yes. Probably it was then maybe 2. Maybe it was lubricant.
And he told you.
I don't know how you roll YY. But at 2. So at 2 we meet with the guy. We are very cordial. We shake hands. We talk about how we shall have a pool competition, a pool challenge, me and him very soon. And we go our separate ways. And tomorrow if I see him simping somewhere, I'm still going to do a video about him. You stop simping, you motherfucker. Even you, Jagero. Tomorrow if I see you doing something stupid, mimi na wewe. Because hii ni game ya internet. Usiingia hapa kama utakucheza umbwa hii. Get in here and play. But don't be a wuss when you get in here. Bro, this is man-eat-man society.
Do you think that a lot of people get into the internet and think and still say that they shouldn't be touched? They should.
Yes, nobody wants to be touched. Look at our president. He's running away from being touched. Na lazima aguzwe, apende, asipende.
Nisi huko kwa mlima anaguzwa.
Lazima aguzwe kwa internet.
Oh, I see.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Nataka musiniguze. Tutakuguza full time. And the more you hate it, the more we guza you. That's the game of the internet. So if you don't understand that, then you're going to abduct, kill people, you're going to get annoyed, you're going to block, you're going to do all this stupid shit, do press conference. Kibe ameweka na mumama. You see? So you have completely misunderstood the game that is being played.
Yeah.
Watu wanacheza ball, watu wanacheza handball. Kazi yako ni kushika mpira. Umbwa wewe. Get the fuck out of the game. You're useless. I'm talking to all those people who get annoyed.
Tell me about the game of radio. How does it work? How does it make people so rich, Mr. Kibe?
Game of radio?
Yeah.
These are just companies like yours. Yeah, this is just companies that manage to see the niche. Now, kachukua advertisers.
Okay.
Bro, advertising is gonna door. So if you're good at selling and they're good at keeping people's attention, then platforms want you, not just radio. I mean, if you think about, I don't think there's anybody who's made more money from YouTube than me. In Kenya.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Ngugi?
Then Ngugi. Maybe now she's making, at the time I was the highest.
Yeah?
At the time I was the highest. Nobody was earning more than me.
But by that time you were an American.
So, when it comes to monetizing,
yeah.
Me najua monetize. So when it comes to making money, it's easy. But it's now on the internet because of advertising. So hata sasa wewe skule, I mean, I don't know whether imeanza kushika ama bado, but utaanza kuweka tu adverts, utakuwa na stop katikati unasema, oh, this is brought to you by Butt Plug International. Make sure you get your butt plug today. You know. Yes, you know.
This studio is hot kama ile ya Jeff Quinn.
Simple.
Yeah.
Give me advertising. Na sasa Jagero, you need to know this, that money is moving away from radio and TV, is coming now on this side.
Exactly.
So you're going to make your muenda huko, tutaanza kuimeki side sai.
Exactly.
Yes. So set yourself up well.
You left radio. Why? You mtu walikuwa na kuguza na wataki kuguzwa.
Kivipi?
I mean, you're saying that this is a game of, brushing shoulders if you don't want to brush shoulders.
No, at the time, you see, I did radio for 2 years. I thought that was enough. Yeah. Ile njoti nilikuwa nayo ya radio ikanitoka.
I've always thought that you were in that game for such a long time.
No,
I don't know why.
Only 2 years. 1 year.
You made so much of impact in just 2 years.
Everything I do is 2 years.
Yeah.
Has a 2-year shelf life. Yeah.
Let's talk about YouTube.
I just stayed on like I think I did 2.5 years.
Let's talk about YouTube. Where did you get the idea of starting a YouTube channel? Because do you think that you're one of the first guys to really get into that game?
No.
Ama kuna watu walikuwa wako kwa hiyo game lakini
mimi Johnny come lately.
Okay.
Yeah, only that when I did it, I don't know how it clicked. I don't know why it clicked. It just did. Yeah. But it was something that needed to be said at the time, and I was the guy saying it. So I didn't know that it was it. Hata nikikuja Kenya sikuwa najua ati following ni kubwa hivyo. Mimi kama Kenya nilikuwa najua na kama kukutana na mapunitics. Najua hapa is a land of punies. That's why I even did Right 47. I was like, let me go on a meet the people tour, bro. Because I have to meet the real people. I cannot continue hoping that these people on the internet are real. On the ground, there's nobody. It's all love, my guy. Yeah. So when I started, I didn't know what I was doing. I just, hey, this is what I want to do, and I want to do reactionary videos. I want to react to videos. I'm good at that. I know I can do that anytime in my sleep. And who am I going to react to? In what language? Who's my audience? So I had to put down that shit. I was like, okay, this is the person I want to talk to, and this is how I want to talk to them, and this is me in my rawest form. Give it to the people. Come by and buy.
Kibe, you know, we need to slow down because there is something very important that you did that I want you to teach, especially those young men that you're rooting for. Because I think there is a lot of consistency that you put into that thing. There is a lot of hard work that you put into what you are doing. And that is what I want you to remind the boys and the men, the hard work that you put into a gig. Can you talk a little bit about it?
I know it sounds like it was a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
It seems like it. But to me, it was just the thing I was doing. So, mi sikuwa na hard work. Unaelewa? So, siwezi kuambia, ati hard work inakaa hivi. Mimi kwa come up with an idea, na execute. Come up with an idea, and execute. That's all I do till today. I come up with an idea, execute. So, for me, it wasn't hard work. It was okay. So, I need this show to be successful. How can I be successful? I need to do it every day. How can I make sure I do it every day? So I talked to my partner at that time, and I told him, hey, listen, I have to do this show at this time and this time every day, so you have to cover for me on this, so that we still make money on this side before I start making money here. And he was like, say less. So we made sure that this time slot was open. So even this other job that I'm doing, I will not do it when I need to do the show. That was at Sanani Mchana. Okay? So I made sure that I have to do that show at this time. So if I've taken out the time, I might as well do the show. Hata zinafanya nini kwa keja? Ni saa 8 nafaa kufanya show, mbona sifanyi show? Who do I explain that to? Nimesema show nitafanya saa 4 kila siku. Content sasa hiyo imejaa. Kibao kila mahali. All the socialites are doing the most stupid shit the world has ever seen. Inanichoma na amka napata watu wamenitumia tu messages. Hey, sema hii pesa inatumwa. YouTube ndio imeshika. So I can't tell you this hard work. Just go in your fucking direction and stop whining like a bitch. That's it. Just pick a direction and go.
That's what I want you to say, Mr. Kibe.
Pick a direction and go.
And don't
hakuna hard work. Hizo zote because utaamka siku moja ukitafuta hard work. Na labda siku hiyo sio hard work. Siku hiyo labda ni siku ya kaa chini ufikirie. How do you quantify that as hard work? So hard work is a lie we're told to us.
Yeah.
Ile kitu, pick a direction and go. This direction I want to go. Go fail, go succeed, it's up to you. One day you might fail so spectacularly that Jagero calls you for a podcast.
What do you mean by that statement, Mr. Kibe?
I mean, just think about that. You might fail so spectacularly. You know, there's a guy who went to the Olympics to swim.
Okay.
Na ametoka Africa. So they didn't do qualifiers, nini. Umetoka Africa. So he's the only black guy there. No, just swimming is not a sport for black people.
Running is.
I don't know. Running, everything that has nothing to do with water, us guys are good. As long as hakuna mai,
everything is good.
Do you know who represented us in Kenya for swimming? Wazungu. I hope you know that.
I don't know.
So for the longest time, it's been Wazungus. Okay?
Yeah.
So black people in water is...
even the South African just see Wazungus.
It's Wazungus. People, us and water, we don't mix. Umze akaenda kuswim. Aliruka ndani, watu wakadiscover, huyu hawezi swim. Ajui. He's worse than me. Okay, me, I'm actually a good swimmer. Anaswim sasa zile style zenyu za ocha zile. Unajua zile hivi. Kana yake. Si uzita river style. You keep your head up there, you know.
Yeah.
So, after some time, because it was so ridiculous, after some time, the whole stadium, because everybody finished, kitambo, We're waiting for this motherfucker. The whole stadium now turned and now started supporting this guy.
And there is no competitor.
Because it is so ridiculous. We can't believe that you're still going. Watu walimaliza wanakunywa chai, wewe bado uko tu hapo. Bro, there's a video about it.
Really?
Yes, on YouTube.
But what is,
so he failed so spectacularly. When he went back home to his country, they received him
with pomp
and festivity. You failed so spectacularly. It has to be something like that. Elon Musk type of fails. You are sending a rocket to space, it kills 2 people. Fail so spectacular, they have to sit you down in a podcast somewhere and ask you, so Kibe, tell us about yourself. I'm like, yes, this is my turn now. Fail so spectacular. That's why I tell men, just keep going. Just pick a direction and go. Don't ask us don't ask us for too much advice.
All right?
Hey, advice is too much. Na mimi kuja kwa advice mimi ulipisha.
Yeah.
I charge $500 an hour.
An hour?
Yes, you want to talk to me?
That is $80,000.
$500 an hour. Now, do you have that money or is your problem not that big?
What are they asking?
If you pay, then I take it seriously. I know this guy is almost dying. Let me take this seriously. So, what's going on with you?
My podcast is going to be about 1.5 hours. How much is that going to be? $1,500.
No, you came highly recommended by a lady I was trying to bomb her some time back.
All right.
What's her name? What's her name?
So.
No, her name. You know her?
No. I've forgotten.
I think, Jagero, you're playing me.
No, I'm not playing. I don't know.
This guy is playing. Is that your chile?
Yeah.
Is she your chile?
What's that?
Is she your chile?
No.
It's just bomoy?
No. No, not at all.
You don't cool on the side?
No. I don't. Side dishes now.
Even kawaida chiles?
No.
You're a faithful guy?
Yeah.
Why?
Like you at 17, bro.
Why?
I don't know. It just.
But you are not a virgin. You see me, I was a virgin.
No, but I've got one at home.
No, but you are not a virgin when you were getting married.
I was. My first, the first time I fucked was my wife.
You've never fucked another woman?
No.
Body count yako ni 1?
More than 1.
Quite serious.
I'm telling you, bro.
Hapana.
Kibe, I'm not like you, man.
Body count yako?
1. 1. But I've got a lot of proposals.
No. I mean, fingering you in kawaida, you don't talk about that. But dick into pussy is 1.
Yes, 1. How cool is that?
That's the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
I only know one other guy who's like you. No. Does anybody know this?
No, I've said it here once in this podcast once. Yeah, I was raised up like you know. I did not go to Kabete, but I was in Kabete all my life, bro. You know
this podcast is fucked up.
I'm telling you.
Hey, Sylvia, she gives me back my virginity. Fuck that bitch. Fuck you, Sylvia. This could be me. Black magic cameras here. Fuck that bitch.
I said, but anyway, so where were we? You lost me, bro. We were talking about take your shit and go with it.
Yes.
Go with it.
Always. Alone. Yes. I didn't mention that.
What do you mean
alone?
You don't need people around you?
No.
Why?
I mean, what's wrong with you?
You don't need people around you?
I mean, what's wrong with you? Why do you need people around you? What is wrong with you?
You need people to cheer you on, bro. You need people to cheer you on.
Are you a child? I mean, why do you want people? Like, I keep asking guys, why and for you, maybe it's a different dynamic. Seeing that you got married when you are a virgin.
Yeah.
But, I'm still going to have to chat GPT that shit. But for the sake of time.
Let's go to serious thing. Something that you had so much stuff going on YouTube, and everybody was looking at it and saying, "Wow." And then you were saying in one of the podcasts that you woke up one day and all this shit was gone. You know, I have YouTube not as big as yours, but I can imagine building something to the pinnacle, and then it comes, crashing down. What happened, Mr. Kibe?
I don't know. I've never known till today. Just community guidelines. That's it. And they brought down all my other channels.
But how are they getting these other channels? Was it because they were connected by one email?
No, they had different emails. I think maybe they just took the IP address of my laptop. So anything that any email that I set up, they brought it down. We have reviewed. Or maybe they just used the algorithm. I don't know. But whatever they did was so powerful. It was extremely powerful because they brought down a lot of my channels. Not just the main one, which had almost 500,000 people. Even the other channels that I had not put up anything. It was
put up anything?
Yes, it was malicious, bro. Some had put up just a car. There's one channel that put up only one video of just a car. Maybe it was like 30 seconds. I had said nothing. Just that it was an Andrew Kibe channel. So it was extremely malicious. It still is extremely malicious. Because they came from my pocket. So I don't know who that person is. I don't know whether that person is here in Kenya, or that person came from America, or that person, there was some USAID money behind it, the same way there was USAID money behind the cancellation of all the masculine podcasters at the time.
There was a string of cancellations going on at the time.
Yes. I mean, think about it. Trump could not be on YouTube.
Yeah, he couldn't.
Andrew Tate couldn't be on YouTube. A lot of the masculine coaches couldn't be on YouTube. Couldn't say anything on YouTube. So they were cancelled or demonetized. Cancelled or demonetized. So you're not making money. Right now, there are how many channels on YouTube, Andrew Kibe channels? Many. Many. Every time I do something, and even when we do this podcast, they'll take it from here and upload it there.
Really?
Yes.
And YouTube is not doing anything about it?
They've blocked me from even complaining about anything. So it is a very malicious strike. Because even at the time, you've been on YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't have a strike. You know they're supposed to give you 3 strikes before they bring down your channel.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't have a strike. How do you jump the process to termination? So I've tried to explain this story a couple of places to anybody who asks, but it's not something that.
And that is the kind of unbelievability that people are saying, because even people who have YouTube accounts are saying the guy must have received strikes. Why is he lying that he did not receive any strikes?
I can't show you. There are no strikes. I had 3,600 videos. You who's on YouTube, how many videos do you have now?
260 something.
Do you know how long it will take you to get to 3,000?
A lot.
Yeah, I had 3,000 videos. So if you're talking about community guidelines, by the time I got to 200 videos, we should have had problems with these people.
Exactly.
But there are no community guidelines. I didn't have a strike. The system is 3 strikes, kick the motherfucker out.
Exactly.
As simple as that. So for me, I knew it was way beyond what I was seeing.
What is your theory?
I needed to come back to Kenya. That chapter was done.
Yeah.
The brook dried. Are you going to church?
Yeah, I go to church.
Do you read the Bible?
Yes.
You know about a guy called Elijah?
Yeah.
You know about the story of the brook and the brook drying. So Elijah used to be a bitch, okay?
Used to be?
A bitch.
A bitch?
Yeah. But he was a very...
Elijah was a prophet, not a bitch.
But he was a prophet also. I was going to give you that other part. So Elijah did this very, very amazing thing, and he was able to take out the prophets of Baal.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that story?
Yeah.
750 prophets of Baal who are worshipping nonsense.
Took them out.
Took them out, one clean swoop.
Yeah, right? That was daring. I think it was the most daring.
Yes,
prophet.
and I think even he personally maybe beheaded a couple.
Exactly.
You can imagine how he must have looked like by the end of that. You know, he must have looked like Braveheart.
Yeah.
Shika ni watu huko Middle East. So kuna hizo nywele shika kichwa. Hack mpaka hiyo kichwa inatoka because you are a fake prophet. Killed many, 750. Bro, is in the Bible.
Yeah.
Then he goes to the digs. Jioni, the wife to the king says, "Hey, I want his head." Elijah panics.
On a platter.
Runs like a little bitch. And he goes to a place called Cherith, or the brook of Cherith. And he stays there where God used to feed
Yeah,
him
now
with,
when
with
you call it
rabbits.
the brook of Shen, now I remember.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So where the ravens used to be brought, used to bring him food. So God would prepare food in heaven and then, or maybe the ravens were stealing food, who knows? God's ways are mysterious. God could be a thief.
The God of Kabete.
I mean, where was the food coming from? So the ravens would bring Elijah food.
Yeah.
And he was in a place where there was nice still water. So Elijah akaeka miguu juu, akasema sasa hapa ndio Mungu anataka nifanye nini? Nikae. Mimi sasa niko America, nikasema hapa ndio Mungu anataka nikae, nikaeka miguu juu na sasa naangalia tu account. Kila siku naambiwa you got more euros. Euros again, euros. The brook dried.
The brook dried.
The brook dried. God does not, if you do believe in God. So for me, I believe things happen the way they happen. So I don't attribute that to a God. But I was like, this is the next thing to do. The brook has dried. This is no longer the thing. Move on to the next thing. What is the next thing? Find out.
Yeah. What happened when they killed your account? There was money. There was thousands of dollars in there.
Yeah.
They send you.
They did. Eventually they did. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
They did. So I survived on that money all of 2024.
It must have been a lot of money, bro.
Imeisha, bro. That's why I'm doing this podcast. Now I'm hoping Jagero will give me $1,500. Wink. How much did you say it was?
1,500.
It was 500 per hour, isn't it?
Hey, Kibe brother. Okay, let's talk about the boy child.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
What I want to know is that you've been a huge supporter of the boy child.
Yeah.
And a campaigner of the boy child. All right. The question that I do today here, what do you think about the boy child today? Do you think that he's simping too much? Do you think that he's not, he's lost in the society?
Nah, you see, the boy child is the most privileged position he's ever been. Why? Because today he has information. You see, when us guys were growing up, our information was for simping. You are in the village.
Yeah.
Sisi hapa Nairobi tuliokotwa. Na hizi to love songs nini, na to movies, kwando siasmia nini. So the simping in Nairobi was heavy. And in all places where people had TV and radio. Simping was heavy for us. It was all day simping. Apologize to your woman. Go down on one knee. All the songs were just simping. And there was nobody who was saying, this is bullshit. There was not one person. Bro, all of us were simping. R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, name them, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, even as he was fighting. On this side, he was simping like a motherfucker. Mike Tyson ameenda jela juu ya kusimp.
What do you mean?
Bro, endo angalia nini, bro. So, musome history kidogo. So simping is...
What is the meaning of simping?
It's being dick driven, where you give where your dick has the power, and you no longer have the power. So when your dick likes something, then your dick starts chasing it. So your dick is the one which has the power. You're dick driven. So kazi yako utaona mtu dick driven, kazi yake hakuna kazi anazofanya. Mademu akinga kwa picture finished, it's done. So if you see this guy with a woman, he's simping heavily. And they are normally very big hypocrites. They get married and they get into church and they become liars for life. Mbona mniangalia hivyo? Umeuzunika maka oh my. Is that my path? Is that what I will be? Is that what I'm going to turn out to be?
The way you are telling your stories is very interesting because you start from a point of somebody who is in a very bad position, and then he goes all round. So when you say that right now, the men are in a position where they shouldn't be simps, but do you think they are still simps?
I mean, simping will never end. Simping will never end. Yeah. As long as our society continues like this, simping will never end. Wanaume lazima wa simp.
What then do you think is wrong with our society?
There are no men. This simping is supposed to be stopped by the men in the society. I should see the simping in you and tell you, hey, stop being a simp.
But that's
what you're being lambistic. This is lambistic bullshit.
I wanted to ask you about that one.
Yes.
Why did you come up with the word kinuthia and lambistic? Can you please tell me why you came up with those two words? What do they mean?
So, yeah, lambistic tulikuwa wapi pong? Where were we? We were driving. I remember exactly where we were.
Okay.
We were driving up Magadi way, me and this guy. Yeah.
Okay.
And we were smoking some very good cigarettes.
Okay. Cigarettes.
Very nice. Huh?
Cigarettes are weed.
No, weed is illegal, bro. Come on. You know better than that. And we're talking.
Let me tell you something. I don't think that people should shy away from talking about weed in 2025. Weed is medicine, bro.
Do you smoke weed?
Once in a while.
Once in a while?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Once in a while. In fact, I was having a very big problem with my foot. In 2020, my foot ilifura. I couldn't walk. I couldn't drive for 1 year. So I went for surgery in Italy. And the Italian doctor told me, do you smoke weed? And I said, no, I'm a Christian, bro. I don't smoke weed. And then the guy told me that consider having some weed. Once in a
Why?
Because it's good for the nerves. I was having a problem with the nerves and the muscles. Yeah, akaniambia that thing is very good for the nerves and the muscles. So he told me that if I don't want to smoke it, then I should consider having the liquid one in my food.
Yes. So you take the liquid one in your food? I
do take the liquid one almost daily.
Does it have THC? Or you don't know? Do you feel some type of way?
No, but I was told to take very little.
Also, you don't get the weed high?
No. I'm not supposed.
So you're just using the CBD?
Yes, just the CBD, a little bit in the food, once a day, or once a day or twice a week.
That thing is a miracle plant, man.
It's a miracle plant. So when you are saying that you're smoking weed in the car, and you don't want, and you're talking about.
No, but I didn't say I was smoking weed in the car. I said I was smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to put words in my mouth, Jackie? Well, I see where you're going with this.
Anyway, tell me the story.
So we're talking about life.
Okay.
And me and my buddy here, every time we sit down, we talk about life a lot.
Okay.
And we try to go as philosophical as we can, as deep and dark as you can. So we're like, in this world, do you want to be liked?
Okay.
Or do you want to be feared?
Okay.
Do you want to be liked or do you want to be feared? Many people want to be liked. So, if you look at a lamb is, everything likes it. Everything, it looks so nice, so cute. It's cute, but everything eats it as well.
Yeah.
Everything, hata paka inaweza kula lamb. Anything can eat this lamb. Anything, even a small boy. Even a crow.
Yeah.
Even a chicken, if a chicken put up a fight enough, it can eat that lamb.
Yeah.
So, do you want to be a beast? Because a beast doesn't ask for permission. A beast sleeps where it wants to sleep. It eats what it wants to eat when it wants to eat. So lamb or beast?
Yeah.
Because if you're a lamb, then you have those tendencies of a lamb. You're a bit lambistic.
Oh. Is that so?
Yes. Wewe sasa ni mtu useless. Wewe sasa you're nothing. You're lambistic. Anything can eat you. You're weak. That's what it means. You're weak.
You'd never explain this to your followers, bro.
Not to anybody. I've never needed to. Nobody has asked me what it means.
How come? Nobody has asked you.
I mean, just enjoying the word lambistic. Puny ass motherfuckers. And I know nobody's giving credit to Come on. Send some money my way.
All right. And how about Kinuthia?
Yeah, Kinuthia, I also had it somewhere.
Okay.
Some women who go in shags were saying it.
Oh, women were saying it?
Yeah. They were saying, Kaide Kinuthia.
Meaning what?
So I didn't know what it was. It just sounded so good. I was like, take that one for you. You'll use it later. I didn't know when I would use it. I just put it in the store. I was like, one day, it's going to be used. See, that's what we do, content creators.
Yeah.
A huge library of things you can say.
Kinuthia. And so
you have to say it with that kind of energy.
But you see now it's like
Kinuthia, because huo ni mtu umedharau sana. Kinuthia ni mtu puny ajab.
A simp.
Ajab, not just ule mtu yani anaokotwa na mtu yote. Imagine unaokotwa na mbochi. Jagero. Unaokotwa na mbochi. Wewe ni kinuthia inakaaje? Safadhali uokotwa na mtu kama ambare. Unajua ambare kuokota hiyo ni sawa.
Ambare ni nini?
Ambare. You don't know Ambare?
You know, I grew up in the village, Mr. Kibe.
Do you know Betty Chalo?
Yes.
Do you know Ambare? The one who was married to Ken Rapunda?
No.
Uko industry mo industry gani?
No, I know the boy that is dating Betty Chalo. I know the one.
You know him personally?
No. I see him on the internet.
No, I was trying to tell you.
Yeah.
These women who are like, these are super predators.
Okay.
So if they okota you, it's not a big deal. Because they are super predators. Naelewa? Lakini imagine umokotwa na mboch. Call me anytime you want. Kinuthia.
The issue of red pill. Red pill. Do you consider yourself a member of the red pill community?
No, I think that's bullshit.
Come on. But that's what they call you, Mr. Kife.
You can call me anything. Call me anything you want. Anytime you want. I just think that red pill, I'm not part of a movement. Me, I talk to individuals, bro. I don't talk to movements. I talk to people one-on-one. When I turn the camera on, I'm talking to one person. I'm not talking to everybody. So which movement is this? Umetuona wapi tumeshikilia na madeki hivi tunaenda walking, marching in the streets. Red pill. You know, I saw a red pill. You know kusema nini? Men are not that weak that we need to congregate and do stupid shit. I am strong. You're strong. Let's meet at the top. Mimi kuja kubembeleza huko chini. I'm not your fodder. So don't look at me as a red pill. No, I am not.
You are not red pill?
Maybe I was at the beginning. I may have converted, but I don't see the need. I've never done any red pill shit. I've never had a red pill movement. In fact, right now, the only thing that I'm looking forward to...
You had the biggest red pill movement when you were on YouTube, Mr. Kife.
They said it was red pill. I didn't say I was red pill.
What did you say you were?
I never said I was anything. Me, I'm like God. You just turn on the camera, the TV, you'll see me. I am who I am.
There's something there that you said that I want to go back to.
Go
something
back.
That is very interesting. And you've said it in passing. That when you turn on the camera, you're speaking to one person. Mm-hmm. Is that a better way of talking to a huge audience?
There's no huge audience.
Really?
What is that? Who are those people you're talking to? Who are these people you're talking to?
When you open the camera, you're talking to one person.
One guy. It's a conversation between me and a guy. That's why I relax so much. I am a relaxed guy. I can do anything because I'm talking to one guy. If I'm talking to 1,000 people, bro, that's a lot of pressure. That's why I to suit to pastors. When nimefanya nywele calculate because I'm talking to many people. As long as I'm talking to one guy, naweza kama ndani kiwa shirtless. Na tupige story. Everybody is by themselves in their houses. Those are the people I talk to. The rich introverts.
The rich introverts.
They're not poor people. I don't deal with poor people.
What do you mean by poor people? Are you like... I hear a lot of people who are now right there at the top having money from YouTube talking about other people as poor.
You as a man, you must know how to make money. If you don't know how to make money, as a man, what good are you? So you were too. So when the paleke poverty is despicable for a man.
Really? How?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
If you're poor, there's nothing. It's like a sickness. We hate the sickness inside you. We don't hate you, but hate the sickness. Poverty. Even God himself hates poverty. Ata dogi may hate poverty. Dogi takukojolea. I hate you. Everybody, bro, even the wisest poor person cannot say anything.
Really?
It doesn't matter how wise you are, as long as you're poor. Because your wisdom should have given you money. Jesus clearly ulizwa to entrance iko wapi? Akasema entrance. So lips entrance. Aenda hivi enda uchukue hiyo kitu kama ulipe. So mwanaume kama una place unaweza enda uchukue ama una mtu unaweza enda uchukue kwake ulipe. Then you are useless. So poverty, it's just that. So for men, you have to go out of your comfort zone. And you must tell yourself things like those, because men, we challenge each other. Men, atubembelezanangi, we challenge each other to get out of our own comfort zone. Toka hapo, wacha upiuni. Mr. kuongelesha vile mamako kuongelesha. Toka hapo, wacha upiuni. There's more you can do with your life. Now get the fuck out there and do it. Now when you do it, come back to me when you're strong. You can show me the beginning. There are a lot of people who send me messages and photos and videos saying, I have moved out from my mother's house. I'm on the floor now. I'm starting here with one bucket, one, the way everybody starts. And then a year later, the guy is showing me a full furnished house. And I'm like, you did it for yourself. I'll go out and have a drink.
You said that you left your mother's place as 30 years, and you said that you don't like that feeling. You're not proud of that. Mm-mm. Is this coming from that a man has to move out quickly and start building things for himself?
If your father is poor, yes. You see, if your father has riches, where are you going? You want to go struggle in this world dealing with the Jagueros and Daniels and what's your name? You want to deal with these punies? No, go under the protection of your father and continue building his empire. Whatever hobbies you have, you can put them inside there. But if your father is poor, then you have to find your own way. So you better start finding your way as early as possible. Don't waste time. Don't be a mama's boy like me. I was a mama's boy. I was just mamaing everywhere. Mama this, mama that, mama makusa. So get out if your father is poor. And you notice I don't talk about mama. I say if your father is poor, it doesn't matter how rich your mom is, go.
What do you mean? What is the difference between a rich mama and a rich dad, or the opposite?
Who are your followers? Your followers wako wana feelings. Muona wale ma feminist wengi sana hapa.
Umeona? Umeona kweli?
You see, a woman should not be raising kids by herself. Oh. She needs a man in the picture. Yeah. So
why?
Because kids cannot grow up without discipline. Women don't know how to discipline kids.
Tell me about it.
It's just natural. You know this. We don't need to be discussing. We don't even need to have a debate.
See, when you throw it on the table, you've got to have a note behind it, close to it, because then you are followers.
Easy it starts. Most of the time, we won't get to Google. It's not of me. It is of the God Google.
I could also Google you, but I decided to bring you here on this table so that we can talk about these things as men.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
So it is known that women don't raise kids.
Okay.
Very well. The stats are there.
Okay.
Most of the people who are in jail are from single mothers. Most of the people who commit crime are from single mothers. Most of the single mothers are from. Most of the prostitutes are from. So all the things that we frown upon in society.
Okay.
All that shit that we look down upon, it is being exacerbated. Hey, that's a big word. It is being fueled.
Okay.
By what? By single motherhood. Yeah. So single mothers are the ones who wamejaza community. Those are products of single mothers. Na siki tunakuambia ati mimi nafikiria hiyo ni ukweli. You go to any jail in the world, the most people in that jail today are from single mother homes. So it's not something that I'm saying that I don't hate women or I'm just saying this is the logic. The logic behind it is that the kids need to have the father in there. If the father is not in the picture, then this kid is going to suffer. So that's why if you get to the age of 18, if the father is not in the picture, run and go start your own life and build yourself and heal from all that trauma that you've experienced. Because if your mom is raising you by herself, definitely there's going to be trauma. She will not even know. She will not even know it. Mother anaweza kama labda siku moja amekasirika kwambe kitu ama akurushie pasi. A lot of mothers have damaged their sons especially.
And when men are involved, what do?
Men, they are able to tapa the woman.
Tapa?
Yeah. Like the woman can be under his control. So she can raise the kids the way he wants her to raise the kids.
But how about if the father is an alcoholic?
If he's a weak man, alcoholic is not a big deal. If he's a weak man, then he's not able to control.
What is the weak man?
If he's not able to control the bitch, he's bitch. He must be able to control her. If he cannot control her,
but we are talking about kids, and then we are also talking about the woman.
Kids, listen.
Okay.
Kids need a mother who is in subservience to the father of the kids.
Okay. And what do you mean by subservience here?
Like she has given her will to this guy. Like she's his bitch. You see, like the way your wife is, she has to have given her will to you. That tomorrow if you say, we are going to Moyale, you are going to Moyale. So the kids see this power in the way the two people interact, whether they're living in the same space or not. That's another mistake you guys make. You think living in the same space makes you a better man. No, it makes you weaker.
What do you mean? What do you mean same space?
Yeah, that's kutoka hapo urudi home. Tunakimbia sana.
Yes, tunakimbia sana. I want us to go back kidogo. I want us to go back kidogo kwa hii mambo ya the woman has to be subservient. Okay, to the man.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And he has to give herself out as a bitch to the man.
Yes.
Okay. But then the question is, somebody will say that, are you claiming then that a woman is not at the same level with a man intellectually, emotionally, and all those nalis?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, what do you mean is true? Where is the scientific reasoning for this?
I mean, we're two different beings.
Yeah.
We handle everything very differently.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. Yeah. So like when we were growing up, maybe you didn't do this in Nyakach. You didn't do this in Nyakach, but in regular playgrounds.
Regular playgrounds.
That one out in the village.
You didn't But do you know a guy called Juan Compodo?
No,
Juan Compodo was the MP of Nyakach. He made a lot of playgrounds there.
Ah, is it?
Yeah, and he went and talked with Moi.
Juan Compodo.
Yeah, when Ogingo Dinga was like, fuck Moi. You know, he went and told Moi that, Moi, I want to work with you. And Moi told him, what do you want? And he said, I want water for the people of Nyakach. And he went and got Juan Compodo water all the way from Kalenjin land. Went with big pipes into Nyakach. Every Wednesday there will be a lot of celebration because the water would be coming.
No way.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It was so beautiful.
It must have been, eh?
Yeah.
So you have nothing but good memories for Moi?
Good memories.
Us guys were told to hate that guy. We were taught to hate him. So we grew up hating him.
But you Kuyos hate everybody from that is yeah.
It's not, we're taught how to hate. It's not something that is in us.
Yeah.
Or it wasn't in me. Yeah, so one day I asked myself, why do I hate these people?
You must vote Raila in 2027. I take that back.
Do you think he's buying?
Yeah?
Is he going to buy?
No, I doubt.
Raila
Do you think he's going to buy?
He must.
No.
If I was Raila, I would.
Huh?
I would.
Why? He's going to lose.
Bro, this guy.
He's going to lose.
Who?
Raila is going to lose.
Raila is not a loser. Hey.
The reason why Raila has always lost is because you motherfuckers from the mountain have refused to vote.
Who told you Raila has always lost?
Okay. That's
Raila, when was the last time Raila was out of government? So when was the last time Raila was out of government? You don't know. Raila was MP for Langata for 20 years. You don't know that part about him.
I know.
I mean, okay, but maybe we're talking about people who are in today's conversation. Yeah. They don't know that Raila has been an MP for 20 years for Langata. 20 years, bro, 4 terms. Do you know what you get as an MP? You get a bodyguard, you get housing, you get a car.
Even today.
As an MP, get a bodyguard, a driver. You're given a grant for a car. And I think right now it's 7 million. Who can get to parliament?
Yeah.
Who do 7 million and enoka by gari.
Hii pesa unapewanga kwa mkono ama wana
Usuko na account. Unaambia account. It's already there in the constitution, in the laws of Kenya. It's 7 million for the grant.
Na usipununua nao gari, shauri yako.
7 million yako is a grant. Si pesa ati utaturudisha. Ni pesa tunakwambia congratulations for becoming an MP. Sasa kama uko na gari yako chukua 7 million kula na mapoko.
Kula na
mapoko. I mean that's what they all do, right?
No, I think they buy those cars. They all have V8s.
No, I'll talk about the pokers.
The pokers. What are you saying about them?
Au kula na mapongo.
Yeah.
So let me
make your money with whatever you have.
So let me take you back.
Yeah.
Where were we? We were talking about
we mothers and fathers.
Yes, mothers and fathers.
Yeah.
So it's a simple conversation that people need to start having about the impact of single motherhood on the boy child. Forget the girl child. The girl child is, I mean, we can have that discussion. We've been having that discussion for a long time. But the boy child being raised by his mother is doing more harm than good. And our society needs to wake up to this, because the criminals are coming from those homes. The prostitutes are coming from these homes. Thugs from these homes. Where there was no man to instill that discipline. So it seems like something very misogynistic, toxic even. Sindio? All the feminists in Kenya don't want to hear it, but it's the truth.
But you see now, I think one of the things that is missing from this conversation, Mr. Kibe, is that how then do we take care of this? For example, if you have a sister who has lost the father, you has lost the father of her children, what happens then? Because then the nigger has died. They are not divorced or whatever. What do you think should be the solution to making these boys stronger in the home?
But that's just one aspect. And what's the percentage of that? What's the percentage of that? This boy, his father died.
Yeah. But there are so many people. Men are always dying, bro.
Maybe 1%.
These men are families.
1%.
I mean,
1%.
Who is it?
Of the people who die. The ones who say, I am fatherless because my dad died. Maybe even less than 1%.
So many of them...
75% we know is single motherhood, voluntarily.
What do you mean by voluntary marriage?
As in, she's not married. She decided to get the kid.
But we also know that there are weak men that run away from after having impregnated women. Right?
She decided to get the kid. She decided to get the kid. She was not married. She decided to get the kid. Now, we have to go back to our society and ask ourselves, why are women deciding to get all these kids? Out of marriage, out of wedlock.
They're getting them with men, right?
I mean, we're not disputing that.
Yeah.
But you see, she decided to get the kids. What's the problem here?
Okay.
You don't blame the men.
Why not?
Because because the men are parallel to this problem. But they're not this problem because men are not getting pregnant.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yes.
I see what you mean.
Yes. So men are not getting pregnant. So even though we want to blame the men, I mean, if you give me a pudesh, I'm going to bomb it.
But the morality behind it, because now we are having a
situation. Which morality? No. Which one?
Yeah, let me ask you.
Which one? In the most corrupt country in Africa.
Morality. We are not the most corrupt country in Africa.
Who do you think is more corrupt than South Africa?
South Sudan, bro. Those motherfuckers take money in bags and bring them to Nairobi and build apartments with them. Even Uganda, bro. Even Uganda, our neighbors here. These motherfuckers are corrupt.
No, we have everybody in the region. They talk about us like we're the gods of corruption. Every country you go to. Unaenda Uganda unakwambia you corrupt Kenyan. You Kenyan. Sebo, you are very corrupt. We come to learn corruption from you, Sebo.
Kibe, do you know right now if you went and said that chick that Museveni's boy is corrupt, you'll go to prison.
I don't know whether he is corrupt. But juzi mumechora silhouette mukapotea kadhaa. Mumechora picha za Kasongo mukadisappear. Juzi.
Hapana,
walidisappear. Unachora picha poof, unadisappear like Thanos.
Walifinywa. But what I'm telling you is that the reason why I think a lot of people in Africa are saying that Kenya is the most corrupt is because some of these countries, you cannot talk about the corruption in those countries. This rogue guy from Uganda, if you say that he's corrupt, the next time you're going to find yourself in River Nile. Right now...
But he's never killed, Nini. He's never killed Bobby Wine.
Who has been killed in Kenya? You think they
I mean, he should have killed Bobby Wine by now. I mean, what kind of... by now, Kawaina kangoko kamededi tuna celebrate 5 years anniversary.
You know, these guys do not kill.
You know,
they don't kill top people. They don't. People like Raila, people like Martha Karua, people like Orengo are not killed, bro.
So why are they killing if you have no influence?
Yes.
Why should they kill you?
If you're drawing cartoon, they kill you.
They're only interested in you if you have influence.
Yes.
So why kill a guy who has 1,000 followers?
A little bit of influence.
Mimi nasema hiyo story hatujui ukweli.
No,
Jagero, we don't know the truth.
No, me I think go to Zimbabwe. That thing is a market. The whole country is a market. We have built things here in this country with the government money. We have built roads. Go to Malawi. There are no road. Go to these Malawi people. They have no steamer. The last time I was in Zambia, there was no steamer. In 24 hours, we only had steamer for 3 hours.
Why do you think that's a problem? We're still the most corrupt country in Africa.
I doubt.
Still.
No,
I think
we make a lot of noise about corruption on Twitter, but I don't think
I also believe we are probably number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah. Top 4 too.
No, I'm saying we are number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The second country is coming in at number 6. That's how corrupt.
No. Kibe bwana, you have traveled bwana. Watch, don't be a naysayer. You have traveled.
Na unajua shida kubwa ni nini? Ni watu wametoka wote wako na hii ambition muenda.
That's true. Especially those coming from Nyanza.
This one with this crazy ambition. So they're willing to do whatever it takes.
Majamaa wa Kilimani. Huko Nyanza wote.
Bas.
Nyinyi, even though we thought that you were bad people from the mountain, not so bad in wash.
But cheki wakale vile wamekuwa corrupt. Tangu Ruto aingie.
It's a Nilotic problem.
You guys can't handle power. You can't handle power. You've seen how they're operating. 2 minutes the guy already has a hublo. $237,000. God damn. Umetoa hiyo pesa wapi? Nionyeshe shamba yako.
Lakini what I don't understand with the Kibe is, I mean, if you have some at issue you have 3 million, people must know. You know, there is a time I bought a watch, and people said that it was Chinese, but I bought it in Barcelona. I bought it for 140 euros, and then somebody was telling me that it looked just like the one they're selling in town for 1,600. I was like, I should walk with the receipt, man.
I bought for 15K.
Yeah.
Do you know some of the watches these guys have?
Unbelievable.
These guys are watch worth over $100,000.
That's how much. That is 13 million.
Yes, 100 bro over. Yeah, Murkomen, nani aitwaje, Saudi, msana banjumu ya 50K. Yeah, 70K, 100K. Na hiyo ni njumu tunaona tu once, tutaona tena.
I always say Mr. Kibe, kuna corruption ya Nilot mbaya.
Hiyo corruption yenyewe si poa. Because yinyi mmekam because mmekuja na trauma.
Trauma ya pesa.
Trauma ya Latrine.
What do you mean Latrine? Ya kwenda nje.
Ya kwenda kwa choo usiku. Mzee sitawahi rudi huko mimi.
But what does a watch have to do with it?
Trauma of the latrine. Every time you remember that you go back to a latrine at night, na sasa unasikia kuna sirudi tena nyumbani.
I think.
Yeah, that's a problem. So these guys overdo it, and then they tend to make it. So once you get the bag of getting the money, they can imagine if there's an account you can just go in and take money.
Is there an account like that in Kenya?
They all of them have this type of accounts. You can just go in and take money. Do you know how much money is given to State House every day?
Yeah, it's a lot, millions.
And they don't have to account for it. They don't have to say where that money is going every day.
Really?
Yes, it's in the Gazette. I'm not saying things that I'm just thinking of. It's in the newspaper. You can go read. The other day they actually added. Ask your guy to check it out. You can find it somewhere.
Sinyolu.
Sinyolu.
Sinyolu from Western.
Kimilini.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Very good at video editing.
Hata anakaa.
Yeah. Very good. Unaona hata.
He's just about to be caught by some woman somewhere.
Let's talk about. Okay. Let's talk about politics. You guys from the mountain decided.
But you know I'm not from the mountain.
Where are you from?
I'm from Tao.
No.
You guys don't seem to understand that constituency.
Let's not get into semantics.
Let's discuss that constituency today.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. Stop running away from that constituency. Sisi wasi wa ushago. Mimi ni msi wa Tao. So ukiniambia mimi nimetoka mountain, siongeangi Kikuyu kawa wase. I can't speak to Rigiji in Kikuyu. So if Rigiji is speaking Kikuyu and I can't talk to him in Kikuyu, Mimi nimetoka mountain gani?
But you speak Kikuyu, Mr. Kife?
Very few words.
Oh, really?
Yes. Me see, I don't have spoken Kikuyu. Kikuyu yangu ni ile ya memory ya kufikiria hiyo word ni gani kak.
But the kids, you guys were not speaking Kikuyu with your parents in here?
No, in Nairobi, no. Nobody is speaking Kikuyu, mother tongue to their kids in Nairobi. Hakuna mtu amezaliwa Nairobi anajua. Mimi hata Kikuyu yangu nilijua vile nilienda India. For 9 months nikakaa na msee anaitwa Wawero. Wawero was my neighbor next there in India. Na Wawero is the villager. Wawero mdomo yake ilikuwa ni Kikuyu full time. So Wawero had been in India for 4 years. Na kizungu yake aisikii, Kikuyu yake na kizungu azisikii Kihindi. So mimi nimeingia hapo 2 months. I'm the one who's translating for him. Anasema tununue boga.
Really?
Yes.
How was he helping himself before you showed up in India?
I mean, yeah, I was struggling. Now Wawero is in Murang'a County working there.
Today?
Yes. He went back home to his default setting. So hapo ndo nililearn Kikuyu yangu. So watu wa flats, watu wa Nairobi, watu wa hizi matao, they don't learn mother tongue. Nobody is there to teach them. Think about it, hata Mambocho tunapata Mambocho umetoka wapi? Mambocho kama unatoa Mambocho Mluya, utalearn mother tongue siku gani?
So you guys, so okay, let me...
Tukienda nje, nimeenda nakuta Mjaka, Mluya, mtu ametoka coast nini, tunaongea mother tongue na nani? Who are you talking to? You see, you guys in the village, you're a village. So you guys are speaking one language. But here, we had to create our own. That's why we called it Shen, which is Swahili and English. And we merged that, and now we started having Shen. That was now the language of the people. Now me, my constituency. So can I be Murima? I am Murima by name, not by association.
When during the 2022 elections, after Uhuru had gone to Raila and told Raila that, you know, I think you are the best man to take over from me. Now, watu wa Mulima, they really got pissed off. You are not one of the guys that got pissed off?
About
when Uhuru went and showed Raila to the people and said, this is the guy that...
I actually supported Ruto.
You did?
Yes, on my podcast. I was very happy when he won. I celebrated. We celebrated because at the time, I thought the system loves me. You know?
Yeah.
Nilikuwa najua system iko na mimi because your time bado nilikuwa YouTube. So mimi nikajua system products ndio easy. Ruto is a system product. Push the system product. Until everybody, until now, I woke up to the truth and I was like, shit.
What is the truth that you've woken up to?
I don't need to support anybody.
You don't need to support anybody,
no.
Or you did not need to support Ruto? You should have supported Raila.
I shouldn't have supported anybody because I'm impartial. I don't really care. So when I take a position, what am I saying? I don't really care. I don't care who is leading this country. As long as they're all coming from the same corrupt pool, then it doesn't matter who it is. If you think about it critically, who is there? Raila, Ruto, Mudavadi, Wetangula, Boni Halwale. Who is there? These are people we've been seeing for the last 30 years. So why would I pick one side over the other?
But Boniface Mwangi came out to vie and you guys decided nyinyi watu wangara mlikataa kumpatia kura.
Alenda stare, yeah. You can't stare, ngara iko stare. I mean, I don't know why Boniface Mwangi gave up on that dream, but he's in the system.
Is he?
Yes, Boniface Mwangi is a system product. That's why Boniface Mwangi can get on a plane and go to America and give talks there. Because the system likes him. The system works with him. He's a system product. So the system cannot get rid of him. Just like Raila or anybody else, those are system products. So I am not partial now.
But you didn't know about this before when you were making noise for Ruto? You didn't know about this?
No, this you see every day you're walking in revelation.
Yeah. I imagine
so some of the things you realize, oh, there I made a mistake.
It's good to be born again.
Yeah. There I made a mistake. It's good to
be born again.
You have to every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, that guy, see. I no longer fuck bitches in the ass. I'm born again. Till the evening, of course. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't believe this game is our game. I think we're not playing the game yet.
We are not?
No, you are playing.
Which game?
The game of politics.
No, I'm not.
My people are not playing.
No, I'm not playing politics.
Yeah.
I'm not playing politics. I've never.
But you're in the system now.
I'm not.
You're monetized.
That's what you mean.
The system likes you. That's why you're getting all these interviews. Yes.
Hey, Kibe.
The algorithm is suggesting you to everybody now.
Does it? Yes. Did you know my podcast before I called you? Before I
I've watched a couple, couple of clips here and there.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that you're very ballsy. You're not afraid to go there. You don't back down. A lot of podcasters back down. So every time when I'm sukuma kidogo I back down. And
but you see, Kibe bwana, it is very, and that's why sometimes you stand out, because it's very difficult to be who you are, like standing up to your truth and not flinching, and saying, okay, you can hit me with that rock, but I'm not gonna fall down. Even if I fall down, I'm gonna bleed while walking away. See,
a cowboy never dies. And if he dies, he never rots. And if he rots, he never smells. And if he smells, he never decays. If he decays, a cowboy never dies, bro. That's all.
That's why I'm telling you that it's difficult, because even you remember even Mic Check podcast. They announced that they are going to have this boy Kasm, and people were like, shit, we are going to leave en masse. And then this guy said, well, I'm just going to have a conversation with him. If you want to leave, but I'm still going to have a conversation with him. So,
yeah, I mean, it's just a narrative. The person who puts up the first comment, if they put up the wrong comment, the whole comment section becomes trash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, why don't they want to see Kasm? Kasm is a genius. It's a genius. We need to start recognizing these geniuses in our society. Not pushing them away or killing them, the way we did with Tom Boyer, the way we've done with everybody who's popped up, because we have a society of assassinations. It's the same way they assassinated me out of YouTube. Instead of killing these people, give them life. Have you invited Kasm here?
Yeah, he has come here.
Yeah.
He's come here. We are starting a political podcast with him.
Very nice.
Political Headache.
Yes.
There is a question I want to ask you, but you keep running away from it.
Which
I want
one?
to take you back to politics. Why then do you think the mountain voted overwhelmingly for this government? Do you think they were lied to? I have asked that to a couple
the mountain. The problem with the mountain is run by women.
Really?
Yes. So the mountain is very emotional.
It was not.
Jagiru, you're laughing. 2027.
The last time I checked, it was being run by Rigathi Gachagua. I don't know whether that.
Is there any tribe in Kenya that has more governors than the mountain?
I don't think so.
You don't even have to think. There's none. Everywhere there's a mountain, there is a governor that is a woman, including Nakuru. Imagine Nakuru, they did away with one man and put a woman who is never there.
No, to be fair to her, she went to give birth.
That's why you should not hire women.
Why? I mean.
Well, you think your kids are more important than Nakuru? Shame on you. You should put that stupid ambition aside ya kupata watoi. You're a grown-ass woman. The whole county is depending on you na kupata watoi kwa nini?
Kwani wao hawakujua ya kwamba watapata watoi.
Ndio nakwambia hiyo county na watu wa hiyo county ni watu stupid. The whole county is full of thick facts.
Si walijua.
Yeah. Ndio naambia watu wa Nakuru ni watu silly. So the mountain is run by women. That's what you need to understand. That's why the mountain is emotional. That's why in 2027 lazima utaona war. Prepare for it, Jagero. Anza kula Kikuyu.
In 2020.
Atarele.
Lakini nyinyi pia mmerulika.
Si. Mimi naongea juu ya mountain. Mimi ni mswatao. Mimi opportunities zangu hazijatoka from the mountain.
But you guys profited from it. Everybody profited from it.
How? Look at my life story. Ni wapi umesikia mountain?
Hakuna.
Bas, sasa unasho profit aje.
Lakini kwa nini watu kama nyinyi, watu kama wewe wenye wako na life kama hiyo, mbona they are still in our person was taken away from the government, blah blah blah.
Let's talk about somebody we know.
Si watu wengi sahihi wanalia kwamba Gachagua alitolewa huko. And Kikuyus are very
Kikuyus are useless. If you're listening to me, you Kikuyu nation, you're useless. Because I'm not part of that nation. Understand me? Mimi mswata hao. Kikuyu nation mtu wao alitolewa.
Bwana Sinyolo na unasikia chenye huyu jamaa anaongea kweli? Mimi sielewi huyu.
Mimi mswata hao. Mimi usinipeleke kwa Kikuyu nation.
Anasema yeye si Mkikuyu sasa yeye mzee wa tao.
Mimi mswata hao. Watu wangu wananisikia au ongea ila ngoja naongea. Umesikia nikiongea Kikuyu tangu nikama hapa?
Aongei.
Bas. Huyu tunatembea naye ni Mluya. So what is this Kikuyu you're talking about?
Okay. Let me ask you. Let me ask you. Now that you've refused that.
Na hii podcast yako hamna powder.
Powder ni nini?
Powder the nose. Hauna facial.
Surely.
Uko na kiti ya facial. Akina Salasi wakikuja unawawekea hapo na piga facial kwanza before you.
Your face is okay.
A beautiful face. Beautiful. Mademu ni amazing. They can't stop looking at it. Okay. It's beautiful.
2027 tunafanya aje? What do you think? How does this country go forward in 2027?
2027 I want my people to support me.
You are people from the mountain?
No. I told you.
What how?
Nini mbana? I'm not from the mountain.
Nimekubali.
Sisi tuko na mountain tunaiguza kidogo tunarudi home. Hey mountain, sikai huku kuna latrine. In the mountain there are latrines.
Shida yako ni latrine.
Sasa mimi sitaki trauma ya latrine.
Utaki?
Aje. Mimi mtu nimezoea kufinya button hivi steam inatokea. Uniambia nitokea hapo ni mpaka latrine huko.
Can I tell you a story?
Na zao Grand Buddha jioni akatuambia huko kwena gare. You know what a gare is?
I don't know what that is.
Leopard.
Oh, leopard?
So in Kikuyu land there are leopards a lot.
What
so all the stories in the fireplace were leopard stories, and then at night you tell me, take these fucking leaves. Sit in paper. Mimi mtu atao. Unipatie to leaves unaambia enda kwa choo.
Can I tell you a story of a latrine?
What happened? You fell in.
Let me tell you that. So I was going to shit out.
It was normally, yani that's normal life.
Yes, I was going to take a dump in a latrine.
What time?
At around 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
At 8:39. And so, you know, my uncle did not like people shitting in the bushes. So he actually built a toilet outside his home so that motherfuckers who don't have toilets can actually go there. So my father did not build one. So we were using that one. So I went there at around 9 and I squatted there to take a dump. Dude, I saw a line form katikati ya choo hivi.
Kuwa serious.
I'm telling you.
Kuwa serious.
I'm telling you.
Ikitu ina collapse.
Ina collapse. Bro. On the slab.
Na sasa uko katikati ya nini?
Yes, I was dumping.
What's going through your mind?
I jump out. I don't know, it was God. I mean,
but mlango umeweka na ile kakaje.
No. Hiyo mlango haikuwa
na kakaje.
Haikuwa. Ilikuwa tu na kasuka imewekwa hapo.
So
nilikajirusha huko nje. Nikijirusha huko nje nikiangalia nyuma there was no choo.
Get the fuck out of here.
There was no choo.
No fucking way.
So what happened is
so yo mabati nini?
Let me tell you, this guy made this slab, but the problem is that they made, you know the slab you have to put a mesh inside.
Yes.
They put the mesh down. So ilikulana yote. So it was just
so this was soft upper.
Yeah. So ilikuwa limekulana kando yote. It was waiting for me that day.
How old were you?
I was, I think 12.
So if it was a heavy person like one of your aunties or mothers, you wouldn't have made it, my nigga.
I would be dead. So when I looked back, that thing sank with the walls and the mabati, and there was nothing.
You would not have made it.
No, and they would not have known. Nobody would have known that I was there. Probably some weeks later or months later, they would be like, motherfucker must be inside here, because where can he be?
It's going to be with Ondeto.
So when you talk about latrine, right, I hear you at a very high level.
Bro, I don't fuck around with that shit. So mimi mzwata hao. So ndio nilikuwa nakwambia 2027. Mimi kama mzwata hao.
Okay.
Ndajipresent kwa watu wangu watao. In all counties. Naomba watu wangu watao hawa sisi wase wetu. Raila, Ruto, nani hawa watu si wase wetu. They don't represent our interests. They don't speak our language. Why are we playing a game with them?
Is that an MP, an MCA, a governor?
It doesn't matter. This is a movement. Because we're the ones with the constituency that is not being talked to. Hakuna mtu anatuuzia. Nobody considers us. Na unasikia sasa Ruto ameanza kusema wale watu wa internet.
Kwani
akina internet ni akina nani?
Anasema hivyo?
Wale watu wa internet, wale. Because he's trying to separate us.
To refer to who?
To the people who live on the internet, who are the people of Tao.
Nasikia amepeleka huko nini mabati na chumvi. Huko kwenu, huko kwa Latrine.
Za kina nani? Hizo si zetu.
Amepeleka.
Si kwetu bro. Ukiniambia hapa Nairobi kuna kitu nafanya, that's fine. Huko kuna watu wao. That's like in Marsabit or in Lodwar or any other place in this world. But my constituency is not the Kikuyu nation. My constituency is people who speak my language. Simple.
People speak Shen.
People speak Shen. People are not afraid of speaking Shen. Hizo iterations unaona sisi tuko first generation Shen. Shen ilianza na sisi. We're the ones who created these words. That's why it's easy for us to create words like Lambistic.
Oh, that word is amazing.
Yeah. So we are the ones who create these words because we created a language. We had a need for language. Yeah.
I want to ask you 2 questions before we finish this. We are 2 hours.
We've already done 2 hours. God.
Yeah.
Notice my new watch.
Ah, beautiful. How much? $150?
I don't know. I get a lot of gifts.
Oh yeah.
So I don't ask a lot. So this is a gift from one of my buddies from the UK.
Oh, it looks amazing.
Yes.
I saw you even have an iPhone 16, man.
Bro.
You're living the life.
Even this I was given, you see. I'll introduce you to this guy. He'll give you some good stuff.
Oh, please.
We can give you a nice strap for your watch.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I would love that. I love good things. You know, Nilotic.
You're a Nilotic.
Yeah. Nilot's a good thing. Kikuyus, you have decided.
Is your wife a Luo?
A mixture of Luya and Luo.
Luya and Luo.
Yeah, the mother is Luo. That's what matters.
Because she cooks Luo food.
My wife? My wife cooks very well. All foods. Merenda, yes. She has the best. She cooks it and leaves it in the pot.
I like how married men are so puny with this best nonsense.
Fuck you.
My wife is the best. My wife is the best.
I didn't say cheese. I didn't say cheese.
Please, you married men are full of shit.
You are looking for...
my wife, Before I say anything, first I want to acknowledge my wife.
Wait.
She's been my soul.
Let me tell you something.
She makes the best merenda, isn't it?
I know where you're going. You motherfucker! I know where you're going. But do you like marriage? Like what are your feelings about it?
I find it unnecessary.
Yeah, it benefits women. Do you think?
No, it's just unnecessary. Why do people get married? For what?
Yeah,
I see people who are married like sick.
Like sick? How? I don't feel sick.
But you don't know if you're sick.
No, but...
So lazima upimwe kwanza.
You look like you've got tools.
So, marriage ka si marriage ya community.
Yeah.
Marriage ka si budako amekutafutia dem. Then marriage is unnecessary. Because marriage inafai kuwa ya budako, inafai kuwa yako.
What do you mean?
Wewe shida yako ni deki tu. Shida yako ni deki. Budako anataka he wants his empire to continue growing. That's why he gets your wife. Using his resources. Using the community to protect you against the woman and her ways. And they protect her against you and your dick. So you live a good life. And you continue building the empire that is your father's. But kama buda na empire, wewe unataka demo nini? Where's in Mwenda? And you sick. Isn't this a sickness? You're chasing after your mother. I want wife. I want kids. This is a psychological problem men have.
Oh, really?
Yes, men have become women. That's why they want women things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You want women things. Think about it. You want women things like you want to feel loved as a man. Are you stupid?
You should not feel loved.
What does that mean? The only person who can give you what you're looking for is your mother. And since you graduated from your mother, now you go get this woman, and now she becomes your second mother. That's why you see men saying, hey, this weekend we want to go to Naivasha for WRC. And I've gotten a visa from mama.
Oh, I don't subscribe to that, mother. That's shit.
There's a way you do, but...
No.
There's a way you do.
No.
Like I'm sure nikangalia picha zako naweza pata kitenge mmevaa the same na wife.
No, you will never find.
Full kitenge, juu chini, maga ile ya kichwa ile wewe ukaa hivi za Nigeria.
You will never find that.
I'm sure I will have.
You won't. Dude, you will never find.
100%. I'm going to put money on it.
You know, you won't find.
Wife amevaa top, amevaa bottom.
Oh, wapi? Hakuna.
Unatembea mmeshika tu toga, hatuna mbele wala nyuma
tukienda
church.
I'm a patriarch, motherfucker. I'm a patriarch.
Do you go to church?
Yes, once in a while. To All Saints Cathedral down opposite Serena Hotel.
Patriarch amendangi church?
Wanaenda.
Ukasikiza nani? Ukasikiza nani? Patriarch. Patriarch. Anaenda kusikiza nani?
Leo nimecheka sana. Ukasikiza nani?
Ukasikiza nani? Who are you going to listen to?
God.
Who's that?
Bwana. Unajua Kife, that's another
God podcast. Is you. You are God. That's it.
Na yule wakapeta, yule wakapeta ulikuwa na preach in town. Uliacha.
Wewe God wao. Me, I became a God. I mean, the Bible says
God with a small g.
It doesn't matter whether God small g, big g. I'm a creator. I create. I'm God.
I see what you mean.
I'm God. God creates. Men are God. We create. This is God's creation. This is your creation. You created this. You're God. But you don't see that because the church has told, no, look up somewhere else. There's an go, no, I am the power, my guy. I am the power, not anybody else. So me siendi kusikiza mtu unless you're a professional. Like now, if I want to learn something about something that you know, then I would come to you. But what about God? Do you know that I don't know?
But the pastors are professionals. They have gone to Kabete and come back.
We've read the same Bible. So how can you be more of a professional than me? Unless now you can perform miracles. Now that would be something.
Kibe. A lot of people say that you hate women. Is that true?
Why would I hate women?
I'm wondering.
But I don't have any hate.
People say that, right? You've heard them.
There's been different variations of that. But mostly it's because I'm straight up. I say things to people people don't want to hear. And I say things people can't say.
They give it another name, hate.
So they give it another name, hate. But it's not hate. Nobody hates me. People hate what they have become. So they hate anybody who points that out. You hate that you're a failure. You hate that you're unmarried. You hate that you're a puny motherfucker who has no money. And I'm talking about both men and women. You hate that you made mistakes. You hate that you are in a marriage that you cannot leave. You hate your situation. But you cannot put your hate on your situation. You look for somebody else and put that hate on them. I'm free. I'm not married. I'm not attached to anything or anyone.
You never tried this thing called marriage?
No, I did. Twice.
Twice?
Yes.
How did that go?
Horrible. Marriage is for simps. Marriage is for the men women don't want.
Can you say that again? In capital letters. Be careful
marriage,
because you are on a table with a married man.
Yes, I know, and I'm very careful. And as
You're very careful.
Niko na daga hapa hivi just in case ukasirike. I won't take no chances. Because married men you kasirika haraka.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, sana. So marriage is the man who the women don't want.
Can you give a little bit explanation on that?
I mean, women get married or marry men who they don't want. The men they want don't want them. Unfortunately. And the earlier you guys realize that, the better it will be for you. Ndio kwa maana ukiangalia DNA stats hapa Kenya. Out of every 10 DNA tests, how many come out positive? That the person is not the father?
How many?
6.
Ooh.
It was 4 5 years ago.
That's a lot, bro.
It was 4 5 years ago.
That's a lot.
So what does that say, bro? This moral society that you keep pushing. What does that say about your women? What does that say about your wonderful wives? Do I give you another stat just to nikudunge tu before toke?
Nidunge.
Wale mademo procure abortion mob sana wako married.
Oh yeah?
Wale madem wanasukuma kaswende huko nje na kisonono. High percentage is married women. So you guys are playing a game of fakeness. That is why when you look at me, you see my freedom, you want to kill me. But I'm not the problem. You are. You are the problem. Because you're the one who has hate. I don't hate anybody. Apart from Obinjwa. But I don't hate anybody. Why would I hate anybody? I don't know you. Why would I hate somebody I don't know? Who can I possibly hate? I don't know. Hakuna kitu tumefanya na wewe ati sasa tuseme tumechukiana.
Why do they say that you're misogynistic? Because of the same problem.
Have you noticed that misogyny since I came here?
I haven't seen it.
Then where would it ever exist? I mean, you're one of the best interviewers in this country. If it has not existed here, you think there's a place it rears its head? Now there's misogyny.
They say that. I don't know why. Because of you pointing the truth, right?
I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know. I just know that the truth is hated. Even Jesus. Jesus, the first time he went to tell them the truth, what did they do to him?
They whipped his ass.
Bro, they wanted to throw him off the cliff.
Where?
Pastor Muiru Ali preach this the best way possible.
Okay,
there's a whole sermon by Pastor Muiru.
Akapita
katikati yao. Akapita katikati yao. They are taking Jesus, they're going to throw him off the cliff because of saying all this shit that he had come to say at the beginning. Oh, I'm this, I'm come to liberate you. You fuck you, man. Wakambeba. Wakifika pale kwa cliff, wase wakachanganyikiwa, God akaingia kichwa yao. Akapita katikati yao. Wao unakumbuka hiyo. They wanted to kill Jesus the first time he came out. Yes. But and Jesus came with the truth. They wanted to kill him.
But Jesus also whipped them in the church. Jesus also has good guts.
Thank you. So whips are whips. It's good. Even when I said my whips, I didn't start them because of Jesus. But it's good that you've noticed. Me and Jesus have the same thing in common. Whips! Furious.
What do you...
Cannot be. Lambistic shit.
Nobody has ever asked you about Lambistic.
No, that was the first time.
I've really enjoyed this afternoon talking to you.
No, it's my pleasure, bro.
Yeah. You've got 2 kids, right?
2 kids?
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
1.
Hey.
Yeah, I've got 1.
Make up 42.
Yeah. Been married for 10 years, I've got 1 kid and I'm not adding another one.
You see, remember when I told you about sickness?
Yeah.
And I said the person who's sick does not even know he's sick.
Yeah.
That's you.
Because I have 1 kid?
Did you hear Rigiji the other day? He said, oh, I made a mistake. I should have gotten many kids. I got my only 2 kids. I got many kids.
Why do you want us to get many kids?
That's what Rigiji was saying. So I'm saying you guys are crazy because you think what you're doing is manly. Like now imagine a man, a strong man like you, 43 years old, 42.
42 years.
42 years old. Strong. Built like a horse.
Yeah.
Successful with podcasts and has even traveled to go get his ass waxed in Turkey. Is it Italy? Has gone everywhere.
They really wax.
And you count your children.
1.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Dude,
you should be completely ashamed of yourself.
You are the same.
If your grandfather was to wake up today, what would he do? Whip zangu hapa. Oh boy.
Unapiga kamoja. Are you using a roadcaster like this one?
Yes. Saying that shit. So
no.
So when you ask me whether I have kids,
yeah,
I have kids, many kids, all over the place. I don't count my kids. Me, I'm like a Maasai. So how many kids do you have? And I say, what?
But now
what does that mean?
But now it's a contradiction.
I am not a simp.
But now it's
to count my kids.
But now it's a contradiction because you're the one who said that men are suffering because of. Are you in their lives, all of them?
Men are suffering because of.
Because of single women. Are you in all their lives? You are
of the children.
Yeah.
No. I'm in the lives of the women who want me to be yeah.
Yeah.
So mimi kazi yangu ni kupeana gift. Ukitaka gift kujia. If you want a gift, I have the injection. I put it straight. I don't miss. Hata ukikanyaga kwa bafu ukitoka zina crawl zinapanda mpaka zinaingia kwa cervix. Fuse with the egg. I'm a bad news man. You don't count your kids as a man. You should have many. Like now you should have many women. And now listen to this. I don't repeat baby mamas.
You don't?
I'm not a simp. Simp are the ones who do that. I'm not a brooder. Mikazi yangu ni kutunga mimba wewe lea.
Really?
I'm sure you're doing a good job.
You don't?
I am sure you're doing a wonderful job. Unapeleka mpaka private schools, ndio? Kanaenda makini siku hizi. Unafanya kazi mzuri. Unafanya kazi mzuri. You are doing a great job. Thank you for holding it down.
Oh man, yeah. It was amazing. It was amazing podcast. I really loved it. You ulihepa siasa?
No, sijahepa. Bro, nimwambia I am presenting myself as the candidate.
But you've got to tell us whether it's going to be MCA, MP.
Presidential. Bro, why would I go for anything else?
Presidential. You need the mlima bana. You need Tarakani.
Wewe.
You need Tarakani.
Wewe na hiyo mlima na you Luo and hizo blogs si zetu. Blog yetu ni ya internet. Yenye haijai vote before.
Gen Z.
Yenye haijai vote before.
Gen Z.
Watu watawa votinge. Watu waucha ndio uletwa kuvote. Wanaletwa na basi Mbukinya na train.
Hao ndo wana Latrine bana. Sisi tuko na Latrine siku hizi. Kamili toka huko kwa Latrine karibu ini uwe.
I told you, trauma is trauma. Trauma is trauma.
Let's finish this podcast. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me, man. I appreciate it.
You've been a great creator, man. Are you? Last thing I cannot. You're not going to get another YouTube account?
I mean, when I can stay, I will.
You should.
Yeah, when I can stay, I will. So I'm not saying never to anything. Yeah, but I'm moving in a different direction now.
Right.
Yeah, I want to do more on ground activations. So like this weekend we shall be in Mombasa, Prezo and Ska. We're going to be there. We want to go see what Mombasa has to offer. Yes, Ska from Cardinali.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So we're going on ground. We want to meet the people. I think it's very important. Now to move from this to meet the people direct.
All right.
Yeah. So wacha hii relax kidogo tufanye tu podcast hapa na pale. Lakini mtaniona tu.
I saw the guy is looking great. Prezo.
Prezo is a soldier.
You did an event the other day.
Yes,
I don't
know. Then we went to a strip club. Have you ever been to a strip club?
No.
Jagero.
Take me one of these days.
Your wife will beat me. I cannot. I cannot. I try as much as possible.
Why do you think she's gonna beat you up now?
I try as much as possible not to hang out with married men.
Why? I'm a cool married man. I'm different from all of them.
When I was in Kisii.
Okay. During your 47 tour.
During my 47 tour.
Okay.
Tulianza kukutana na mse mwingine. Mse akona Prado akaniambia bro nimelewa sana, please endesha tu Prado yangu mpaka pale tunaenda, because we were 3 cars.
Okay.
Right, so this guy was too drunk to drive us.
Yeah.
Na sasa sisi ndio master.
Yeah.
So ngombe leta key nikaendesha. So we're going to this club nini, simu ikapigwa, mse akaanza I'm coming, I'm not drunk nini. I guess I'm even with Andrew Kibe, please say talk to him so that you know what I'm saying is the truth. Ataka sauti kameanza kwenda juu because Lambistic ni mingi, upuni is mingi, umekuwa kama mwanamke. So mimi sasa usikie, so mimi lazima sana nishike simu yake, naendesha gari Prado hapo hivi Kibe stoic. Sasa nichukue simu tuko na yeye, hakuna shida, hakuna, he'll be safe. Now I've been roped into this bullshit because as long as you hang out with married men, bullshit follow you. Bullshit follow you. Yeah.
No, I'm not like that. Me, I'm cool.
Kama sasa wewe nikakuchukua twende strip club. How many times do you think we can go to the strip club? Once, twice? Before your wife tells you no. No, before your wife tells you, Jagero, you have to, maybe she calls you baby.
Yeah.
Sucrose. Hey.
Sucrose.
I am saying like this will not work. You stop.
Yeah, I think.
Many men also stop doing like their hobbies. They give up their hobbies to go become husbands. So your dick starts shrinking and you start growing a vagina. Imagine ulikuwa biker, unaenda unauza biker, your bike yako unauza ati sasa you're a family man. You need to be whipped in the motherfucking eyes. Marriage makes men weak.
All right, people of the internet, thank you very much.
Tumemaliza sio?
Kuja wewe ni chama kama mtu mwenye amemarika, but it's fine. Go with you to that strip club. I've never gone to one, man. I've always... They're all naked?
I mean, what do you want, Jagero? In Kikuyu, we have a saying that the person who doesn't travel says the mom knows how to cook the best.
Oh, yeah. Ajakula terere.
Sasa kaka wewe sasa unajua umekula tu sedes moja. You would enjoy, my nigga.
Yeah, would?
You would.
This was going to be a little so long. I've got this motherfucker here. Until another episode, bye for now.